All right, guys, amazing. So I'm going to just stop this and okay, so चलो एक पहले आपको वो भी दिखा ही नहीं रहने देता हूँ यार। मैं ना मतलब कुछ और बात करने वाला था बट अभी मैं वो नहीं करूंगा आपसे। सो गाइज, ओके, सो ऑटोमेशन की आज हम बात करेंगे। वी आर हेयर टू लर्न अबाउट ऑटोमेशन एंड सो सबसे बड़ा ऑटोमेशन कौन करता है इस दुनिया में? कैन एनीबडी जस्ट लेट मी नो इन दी चैट बॉक्स, सबसे ज्यादा ऑटोमेशन कौन करता है? किसने किया हुआ है सबसे ज्यादा ऑटोमेशन? किसी ने सबसे ज्यादा ऑटोमेशन किया हुआ है? गॉड, थैंक यू कुंदन, लव यू मैन। सो सबसे बड़ा ऑटोमेशन उसने किया हुआ है। ओके, सो द मोमेंट he in fact before he created anything he already created everything for everyone, so which means कि हर चीज का एक्शन तय है। सो अलग अलग वर्ल्ड्स के अंदर, आई मीन अलग अलग रिलीजन्स में अलग अलग उसको नाम दिया गया है, बट एंड ऑफ द डे गॉड डिड ऑटोमेशन। सो अ सीड नोस कि वो एक दिन बहुत बड़ा ट्री बन सकता है। नाउ द आयरनी इज कि सीड नोस कि वो बड़ा ट्री बन सकता है, बट अ ह्यूमन बीइंग डजंट नोस कि वो भी बहुत बड़ा आदमी बन सकता है। सो इफ यू विल गो एंड टेल ह्यूमन बीइंग कि वो एक दिन बहुत बड़ा आदमी बन सकता है, most of the people, they will not agree to this. All right, now we are going to learn about automation, and the reason automation is very very important for everyone is कि कल को लेट मी आस्क यू, आप में से कितने लोग अपना कोई प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस बेचना चाहेंगे? जस्ट टाइप मी इन द चैट बॉक्स। ओके, I'm talking about you selling your own products and services, okay? Not selling somebody else's or mine. I'm talking about somebody else's products. Okay, lovely. So all of you who want to sell your own products and services, which I'm sure everybody should, you need to learn this automation, because it's only with the power of automation that I am able to, sell so many people. Now, what automation does to you? So think about this. हमारा सारा का सारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम हमारे को किस चीज के लिए प्रिपेयर करता है? यू विल हियर मी सेइंग दिस मेनी टाइम्स, बट लेट मी आस्क यू, हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम हमें किसके लिए प्रिपेयर करता है? जॉब के लिए। ओके, फॉर स्लेवरी। सो इफ आई हैव टू पुट द अदर वर्ड फॉर जॉब, इट इज स्लेवरी। ओके, एंड दैट्स व्हाई बाय द टाइम पीपल दे कम आउट ऑफ द जॉब, दे आर वेरी गुड स्लेव्स। ओके, दे नो कि मुझे जॉब पे जाना है, मुझे अर्न करना है वो रुपया, वो कागज जिसको वो रुपया समझता है, and he is willing to work for that the entire life, but they will not understand कि मुझे बिजनेस बनाना आना चाहिए। So let me ask you guys, बिजनेस बनाना सबके लिए सीखना इंपॉर्टेंट है या नहीं? यस या नो? यस, yes. Now I can actually tell you, I can tell you name after name people who became very big, and I'm one in front of you, that nobody can become big unless they put in some automation. Okay. Now, if you think about KFC, Domino's, McDonald's, have you, all of you must have seen their stores, but do you know 95% of their stores, they are successful. They are, वो जहां भी डाल रहे हैं उनके स्टोर्स अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हैं। कैन एनीबडी गेस कि उसका रीजन क्या होगा? कि जब KFC स्टोर डालता है या डोमिनोज डालता है, मैकडोनल्ड्स डालता है, दो स्टोर्स दे डू वेरी वेल, whereas other people when they want to build a business, they are struggling. What would be the reason? Any guess? Any guess? It's just an interactive session. Okay, so Gregory is saying discipline. They run in franchisee model. Okay, franchisee से क्या होता है? Okay, you are closer to that, but franchisee में क्या होता है? So franchisee has a system. Okay, just type S in the chat box if you agree with me. So all the franchises, they have a system, right? And so when you have a system which works, you can put that to work every single time, so that it can get you predictable results. Okay, so that is the importance of having a system. Now, the moment you have a system which can actually get you to results, you can replicate to new heights. Okay, so it's like बहुत सारे लोग, when I was in my job, okay, so when I was in my job, मैंने धीरे धीरे स्टार्ट किया था 5,000 रुपए की सैलरी 2000 में। उसके बाद धीरे धीरे करते करते 2019 तक आई रीच्ड टू अ सैलरी ऑफ 3 लाख रुपीज पर मंथ। ओके, एंड उसके बाद एक कैप लग गई, मैं 3 लाख से ऊपर नहीं जा सकता था। नाउ अगर मैं कहीं और भी चले जाता, कहीं और भी जॉब चेंज कर लेता, डू यू थिंक कि कभी ऐसा हो सकता है कि मेरी सैलरी 30 लाख को हिट करती? यस या नो? आई मीन बहुत रेयर चांस है कि अगर मैं कहीं पे सीईओ बन जाऊं बहुत सालों के बाद, वो बात और है, लेकिन इट्स नॉट इजीली पॉसिबल, ओके, इन टुडेज डे एंड एज, अनलेस आई अपग्रेड माई स्किल्स। सो आई होप यू विल एग्री विद मी। अगर मैं जाके बहुत सारी डिग्रियां ले लूंगा, 2 4 5 साल पढ़ूंगा और अपने स्किल्स को अपग्रेड कर लूंगा, देन कंपनीज माइट थिंक कि हाँ ये सीईओ का मटेरियल है। नहीं तो आजकल कंपनियां क्या कहती हैं, कंपनियां देखती हैं कि इसके पास डिग्री है कि नहीं है, और जिसके पास डिग्री नहीं है वो तो जॉब के लिए भी लायक नहीं है। ओके, बिकॉज दैट्स हाउ दिस स्ट्रक्चर इज क्रिएटेड। नाउ व्हेन यू आर इन अ बिजनेस देयर इज नो सीलिंग। Okay, so there is actually no ceiling. So today you might be doing great in your business, so tomorrow can be down, but if tomorrow is down, if you find just one correct model, you can scale to new heights, and for that we need to build automation. Okay, जैसे आप सब लोगों ने कहा कि एवरीबडी शुड बी लर्निंग बिजनेस, आयरनी इज दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल दे वांट टू बिल्ड देयर बिजनेस विदाउट लर्निंग इट। एंड सो फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल होता क्या है कि अगर कभी उनको जीत भी मिलती है अपने बिजनेस में तो बहुत छोटी होती है, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोगों को जब हार मिलती है तो बहुत बड़ी मिलती है। So what we want to do today is we want to learn a business with a system with which we can automate our wins. Okay, so first of all, this will only work. मैं आपको इतना क्यों समझा रहा हूं? Because this will only start working for you once you create that small win. Okay, that small win could be a product, it could be a service, it could be anything which works, and once you know that works, then you can apply automation into this. Okay, नाउ जब भी हमारे को ऑटोमेशन करनी है, ऑब्वियसली व्हाट इज द मेन रीजन ऑफ डूइंग एनी ऑटोमेशन इन बिजनेस? क्या कारण होगा हमें ऑटोमेशन करने का? ओके, फ्रीडम, दैट्स लवली। टाइम फ्रीडम, यस। और भी कुछ? और भी कुछ? ठीक है यार, फ्रीडम तो आएगी और टाइम भी आएगा, लेकिन आएगा कैसे? ऑटोमेशन लगा दी, फ्रीडम आ जाएगा? ओके, अर्न व्हाइल यू स्लीप, हाउ विल यू अर्न मैन? सी, सिद्ध, अब देखो कितना आसान सवाल है। नो स्कूल टीचेस अस, एंड दैट्स व्हाई इफ यू गो टू पीपल, they will say I need a job, they will say I need a business, and you will hardly find anyone telling you you need money, my friend. Thank you, Mr. Ganesh Bhatt. At last somebody answered it. You want to make money, my friend. End of the day, in your life, if you want to make your life better, and please understand, you don't need a job, you don't need a business, you need money. And if you will understand what rich people understand, you will only talk about or think about or aim about the end result, which is money. If you don't think about that, you can get lost in many pathways which will take you to hardships in your life. यही दुनिया की प्रॉब्लम है कि दुनिया हार्डवर्क करने को आज किसी को बोलोगे वो तैयार है, बट इफ यू टेल देम दैट हाउ टू मेक मनी, दे डोंट गेट दिस इजीली। मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था, व्हेन मिस्टर धीरू भाई अंबानी ही स्टार्टेड टू हिज बिजनेस, तो वो क्या करते थे, नाउ आई डोंट नो दिस इज ट्रू और फॉल्स, आई जस्ट रेड दिस समवेयर। तो वो क्या करते थे, उस टाइम पे कुछ एक कॉइन्स आते थे, और वो कॉइन्स कुछ कुछ रुपए के आते थे, बट वो कॉइन जिस मटेरियल के बने थे, जब उस कॉइन को आप पिघला देते हो ना, और उसके बाद अगर आप उसको उस मेटल को सेल करोगे तो ज्यादा पैसा आ जाता था बजाय इसके कि जितने का वो कॉइन एक्चुअली था। तो जैसे अगर वो 5 रुपए का कॉइन था, लेकिन अगर उसको पिघला के बेचोगे तो 10 रुपए मिल जाते थे। सो सो व्हाट ही डिड व्हेन ही वाज जस्ट स्टार्टिंग हिज बिजनेस इन हिज अर्ली एज, सो उन्होंने थोक के भाव में वो सारी करेंसी मंगाते थे और उसको पिघलाते थे और कुछ और बनाते थे। नाउ आई माइट बी रॉन्ग इन दिस इंफॉर्मेशन, आई जस्ट रेड इट समवेयर, I don't know the credibility, but the only point I want to make is that the ultimate aim of any business is to make money and to make money faster. Okay, and that's one we start this. Now, in order to make money, you need to have a product or service which sells. Now, let me ask you, how many of you right now have a product or service which sells? Just type me if you have it. If you don't have it, you can type N also. Okay. You can type N also if you don't have it. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So if you don't have it, most people they stop here because they don't have it. Now, all you need to know before you build your business, I hope all of you want to build your business, okay? Before you want to be very successful, all you need to know is that the product or service need not be your own product or service. How many of you agree with me? Just type A in the chat box, okay? There's no point understanding automation without understanding these things, okay? These are the foundation. And so once you understand this, okay, because मेरे पास इतने सारे लोग रोज आते हैं, they tell me कि मैं ये नहीं बेचना चाहता, मैं वो नहीं बेचना चाहता. मैंने कहा तू क्या बेचना चाहता है ये तो बात बाद में करूंगा, तुझे बेचना आता भी है, पहले इसकी तो बात कर ले. Because when you don't know even how to sell, what you want to sell is like बेकार की बात है. ये आपका मन आपको पागल कर रहा है, आपके फ्रेंड्स वगैरह आपको बिजी रख रहे हैं, बट यू आर नॉट हिटिंग द राइट टारगेट. सो द राइट टारगेट इज वी नीड टू नो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि हमें बेचना कैसे है. And if you know how to sell, the product need not be yours. So all you need to do is you need to just figure out कि मैं कौन सा प्रोडक्ट लूंगा और उस पे जब मैं एड रन करूंगा, मैं उसको सेल करूंगा, am I making money or not? Okay, that's business is this. बाकी सब is just minutia. मैं ये करूंगा, मेरा ये पैशन है, मेरे को यही करना है, ये सब उन लोगों के काम है who don't understand business. Yes, if you are really good at something and you want to scale into that, that's perfectly okay. But being very rigid कि मैं यही करूंगा या नहीं करूंगा, that's something where you should never be there. Now, once you understand कि business is about math, तो let's say कि आपका ये एक product है, which could be your product, which could be anybody else's product, चाहे ClickBank का हो, चाहे हमारा हो, चाहे आपका हो, चाहे किसी का भी हो. When we sell this product, we invest some money in cost. So all we need to do is कि इस प्रोडक्ट को बेच के जो हमारा प्रॉफिट आ रहा है, this should be more than the cost. Okay? If you can actually somehow crack this at any point, now boom, now you can put automation in place and you can scale to any new heights. So this is how, if you will see any big coaches, any big entrepreneurs, anyone who scaled, or even if you look at McDonald or KFC, this is what they cracked, a model where their profit is more than cost. And when it is done, you can easily replicate this. This is what automation is. So first of all, you need to figure out a product which gives you more margins. And the moment you do this, you hit the jackpot. Okay, now is the time to print as much money as you want. Okay, so अब हम बात करते हैं कि automation की, how this will be done. Okay, so first of all, you need to have a trigger. Okay, अगर हमारे को कुछ भी ऑटोमेशन करनी है, ऑटोमेशन होती है किसी चीज के लिए, किसी रीजन के लिए. ओके, सो लेट्स से कि हमारा ये कस्टमर है. ओके, लेट्स से दिस इज द कस्टमर और हम चाहते हैं कि इनको ये प्रोडक्ट दें जिससे हमारे को कुछ प्रॉफिट हो. सो इसके बीच में देयर आर सर्टन स्टेप्स. ओके, देयर आर सर्टन स्टेप्स विच आर देयर. And so the role of automation is कि हम इनको automatically next पड़ाव पे पहुंचा सकें, so that ultimately they can buy the product and or the service, whatever you want to promote, and so that you can make a lot of money. समझ में आ रहा है इतना? Just type yes अगर समझ में आ रहा है. Okay, and so okay, राइट, थैंक यू। सो विच मीन्स कि जब यहां कोई आएगा, आई नीड टू नो कि वो यहां आया है, सो दैट आई कैन हेल्प देम टू गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेप। सो नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड अ टिपिकल फनल जिस पे ऑटोमेशन लगती है, एंड हाउ वी यूज इट, हाउ यू कैन यूज इट, और हाउ एनीबडी कैन यूज इट। ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स से ये एक आदमी है, and he or she, whosoever they are, they come to a, they come to a product page. So let's say कि ये product का page है, हम इसको funnel भी कह सकते हैं. Okay, so let's say this is a product page, and what happens is we tell them over here about a result. Okay, हम उनको बताते हैं कि ये प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस आपको क्या रिजल्ट दे सकता है। ओके, पीपल बाय रिजल्ट्स, सो इट्स लाइक जो भी रिजल्ट वो दे सकता है। इट्स लाइक अगर आप एप्पल की वेबसाइट पे जाओगे और आप मैकबुक प्रो पे क्लिक करोगे, दे टेल यू कि हाँ मैकबुक प्रो आपको क्या रिजल्ट दे सकता है। ऐसे इफ यू गो ऑन माय वेबसाइट, आई टेल यू दैट आई कैन हेल्प यू बिल्ड अ बिजनेस विद एफिलिएट मार्केटिंग और सेल प्रोडक्ट्स ऑन द इंटरनेट और ऑटोमेट योर स्टफ। एंड सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज आपके फर्स्ट पेज पे एक रिजल्ट होता है कि आप रिजल्ट क्या देते हो। नाउ पीपल हु आर इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट रिजल्ट, ओके, व्हाट दे विल डू इज दे विल ऑप्ट इन विद यू, क्योंकि आप उनको कहोगे अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हो तो अपना ईमेल डालो। ओके, सो वी वांट टू टेक देयर ईमेल or the name and phone number as well, so that we can communicate with them going forward. Now आपका next step क्या होगा? Once they give you the email, you send them to the next page, जहां पे आप वो जिस चीज को चाहते थे उसका स्टोरी होगा। ओके, सो उसका स्टोरी होगा आपके प्रोडक्ट का, एंड ओवर हियर इज योर मेन aim over here is to give them the explanation of what it will be. आपको वहां पे एक्सप्लेन करना है, आपको उनके डाउट्स क्लियर करने हैं, and then you have to close. Okay, sale will happen once you close, and if they are ready, so what we do is we send them to a page which is initiate checkout. So initiate checkout is when we give them a small, just एक email डालने का जगह देते हैं और कहते हैं, वहां पे वो लिखता है yes I am interested in this, yes interested. Okay, and so the reason of this page is कि हमें पता चले कि कितने लोग हैं जो interested हैं, so that we know that which is the product which is doing well. It could be any product. Okay, and so when people fill this, then they go to a actual checkout page where they pay money, and once they pay money they go to a thank you page. Okay, now this is the funnel, and typically अगर कोई भी कोच है या कोई भी प्रोडक्ट बेचना चाहता है, दिस इज द फनल। नाउ कई बारी क्या होता है, देयर आर सम फनल्स विच आर अपसेल एंड डाउनसेल। सो अपसेल एंड डाउनसेल क्या होता है? अपसेल एंड डाउनसेल इज लाइक अ हिडन, हिडन थिंग, जो कि आपको इसके नीचे होता है कि अगर आप व्हेन यू विल मेक अ परचेज ऑफ दिस प्रोडक्ट, व्हेन यू मेक अ परचेज ऑफ दिस प्रोडक्ट, दे गिव यू एन ऑफर, वन मोर ऑफर, where they tell you that you can upgrade your experience with one more course or one more training or something, or else they give you a downgrade offer that if you don't want that, अगर आप उसको मना कर देते हो तो नेक्स्ट पेज पे आपको एक डाउनग्रेड ऑफर आता है। ओके, इफ नॉट दैट देन दिस, ओके, then this, and if you don't take any of these, again in all scenarios you go to a thank you page. So upsell and downsell is basically just to give you even more margins for the same customer. You could be selling anything, so it's like अगर आप शर्ट बेची आपने, एंड सो वंस यू क्लोज द डील, तो हो सकता है नेक्स्ट पेज पे एक आपको ऑप्शन मिले कि आपने एक अभी ले ली है, अगर आप दो और लोगे यू विल गेट इवन मोर डिस्काउंट्स। अगर कोई उसको मना कर देता है, then you can say okay, if you want a pant which is matching to this, you can buy any pant and right now you will get 20% discount. So it's like you want to increase your ticket size only at that point in time. Okay, all right, so now this is how a funnel is structured. Now होगा क्या, जब आप एड रन करते हैं Sometimes some people might go through all of this at once, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोग they don't go through this all at once, and you can design your funnel differently. तो it's like अगर आप कोच हैं, you can design कि मैं संडे को एक लाइव वेबिनार रखूंगा और सबको संडे में बुलाऊंगा, या मैं महीने के कुछ दिन में 2 दिन में या 3 दिन में रखूंगा, या फिर आप ये रख सकते हैं कि जब भी कोई एनरोल करेगा मैं उसको एक ऑप्शन दूंगा, दे कैन पिक अ डेट एंड अ टाइम, एंड मैं उस दिन उनको ऑटोमेशन करूंगा. सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि आपको सबसे पहले अपना एक रोड मैप बनाना है कि मैं करना क्या चाहता हूं, एंड देन द ऑटोमेशन स्टार्ट्स. नाउ लेट्स से कि अगर कोई इस पेज पे आया और उसने अपना ईमेल हमारे को सबमिट किया. ओके, नाउ व्हाट्स गोना हैपन इज we will put, let's say this person is this one, and so what happens is, let's imagine कि ये day 1 था, ये day 1 पे हमारे पास आए. All you need to do is you need to send them a welcome email and you need to tell them कि यार आप इस product के लिए आए हैं, आप इस service के लिए आए हैं, we have been serving lot of people, lot of places, and this is really a good product. This will also benefit, you will also benefit with this. तो हुआ क्या, ये मेल मुझे नहीं डालना पड़ा, ये ऑटोमेशन पे चला गया. ना इसका बेनिफिट ये है कि अगर मुझे खुद मेल डालना पड़ेगा तो मेरे पास लिमिटेड टाइम है, एंड आई विल हैव टू बेबी सिट माय जॉब. बट अगर मैंने सिस्टम लगा दिया अपना, सो माय सिस्टम विल बी डूइंग ऑल द सेलिंग फॉर मी 24/7, ताकि अब मैं चाहे 1,000 लोगों को डाल दूं, 1,000 के 1,000 लोगों को मैं एक साथ सर्व कर सकता हूं. ओके, एंड सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज I will send them an email on day 1. And now what is going to happen is, in this email, I will also tell them about a particular product or a service or a result, or ask them for something. Okay. And if they click on that link, I can decide कि ये engaged हैं या non engaged हैं, इनके साथ मुझे कुछ और product offer करना है, service offer करना है, what do I really want to do? Okay. So ये पहले ही आप decide कर लेते हैं. Now let's say अगर ये day 1 में आए, so what happens is on day 2 you can actually remind them that you came for this training or you came for this product. Did you really check it? How was this? Something like this. So this is day 2. And so this way what happens is you can actually create as many sequences as you want. And so होता क्या है, जैसे ये day 3 है मान लो, and so what happens is at some point in time you also give them an offer. तो ये क्या हुआ, आपने उनको एक सीरीज में डाल दिया. नाउ व्हेन समबडी ओवर हियर, लेट्स से उन्होंने इस पे क्लिक किया लिंक पे, they can be taken to different pages. Your offer could be on different pages, and so what you have to do is, अब हम उनको भेजेंगे ऑफर पेज पे. Now once they go on the offer page, they will go through your story where you will explain the benefit, clear the doubts, and then you will ask for a close. And so when they are interested, they will go for initiate checkout, and then they will go for payment, and then they go for this. तो अब हमें करना क्या है यहाँ पे? So सबसे पहले तो एक आप ऑटोमेशन बनाएंगे which is going to be set for everyone. Now the second automation is for people जब वो initiate checkout करेंगे. Okay, so somebody who really started to initiate checkout, तो इस वक्त हम क्या करेंगे, यहां पे हम एक छोटा सा 2 ईमेल का ऑटोमेशन बनाएंगे. ओके, 2 ईमेल का ऑटोमेशन आपको बनाना है. सो दिस इज ईमेल 1, दिस इज ईमेल 2, वेयर यू विल वेट हियर फॉर सम टाइम. लेट्स से यू विल वेट फॉर 30 मिनट्स एंड यू विल चेक कि इस आदमी ने ये प्रोडक्ट अभी खरीदा या नहीं खरीदा. तो अगर तो इन्होंने ये प्रोडक्ट खरीद लिया, लेट्स से दिस पर्सन बॉट इट, जो यहां पे आए थे, now I don't need to send these emails to him, okay, because he's already bought it. लेकिन अगर उन्होंने नहीं खरीदा तो ये 2 emails जाएंगी where you can tell them that I already have your cart, you can buy it right now. And second में जाएगा अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो बताओ, so that we can help you. And so ये 2 emails जाएंगी, and अगर कुछ वो रिस्पॉन्ड देते हैं तो बहुत अच्छा, अगर नहीं देते then you just stop it. And if they buy this, अब हम क्या करेंगे, अब उनको ये वाली सीरीज जो है इससे आप उनको डिलीट कर देंगे. ओके, इस सीरीज से डिलीट कर देंगे. नाउ दिस पर्सन बिकेम योर कस्टमर फॉर समथिंग. ओके, और वो जिस चीज के लिए भी कस्टमर बने हैं, नाउ व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज, आप उनको उस थैंक यू पेज पे भेजेंगे और उस चीज का टैग उनके ऊपर लगाएंगे। ओके, उस चीज का टैग उनके ऊपर लगाएंगे। कितने लोगों को समझ में आया? कितना परसेंट समझ में आया ये पूछना चाहिए। कितना परसेंट आपको लगता है कि आपको समझ में आया थ्योरेटिकली? थ्योरी कितने लोगों को, कितने परसेंट समझ में आ गई? ओके, 80% इज गुड। मैं अभी क्लियर करूंगा तो आपको ठीक से समझ में आएगा, डोंट वरी। कितने लोगों को कितने परसेंट समझ में आया? ओके, 80, ग्रेगरी 80। जीरो भी लिख सकते हो यार, उसमें क्या है, वो तो मेरा मेरी मेरी प्रॉब्लम है, मैं नहीं समझा पाया, आपकी थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, लिखो जो लिखना है। चलो, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू कि ये कैसे होता है। तो जब आप एक बार देख लोगे तब आपको आसानी से समझ में आ जाएगा। ओके, सो here we go. You can do this to sell any product, any service on the internet 24 by 7, even when you are sleeping, even when you are vacationing, or you are doing anything on complete automation. तो होगा क्या और होता कैसे है? लेट्स से कि आप चाहे आप एड रन कर रहे हैं या ऑर्गेनिक ट्रैफिक आ रहा है आपके पास, सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज व्हेन पीपल कम टू योर पेज, दिस इज योर ऑप्ट इन पेज, जहां पे लोगों को आप मांगते हो उनसे उनका नेम और ईमेल, और अगर आपको चाहिए तो फोन नंबर भी ले सकते हो। एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इज दे गो इनटू योर हब वेयर यू मेंटेन देयर डेटा। ओके, एंड सो द डेटा इज द किंग। लेट मी आस्क यू, जब आप जब आप फेसबुक पे जाते हो सबसे पहले वो आपसे क्या मांगते हैं? अगर आपको अपना अकाउंट बनाना हो तो क्या मांगते हैं? ईमेल, राइट? अगर आप नया मोबाइल लेते हो सैमसंग का, एप्पल का, वो क्या मांगते हैं? ईमेल एंड नंबर, राइट? सो बिकॉज वो फोन है तो वो नंबर भी मांगते हैं, बट ईमेल हर कोई मांगता ही मांगता है। ओके, एंड सो योर नाउ इफ यू लुक केयरफुली, your email is your business. Okay, so your business is not the product or service. Well, I am selling a X product today, I can also start selling Y product tomorrow, and which is what I am actually planning to do. A lot of I'm working on lot many products to sell for people who really want to transform their businesses, transform their lives. It's like people who want to learn how to create their offers, people who want to learn how to build their presentation, sale presentation, people who want to learn how to do automation, people who want our services where we will do for them. Now I can actually sell to as many people, as many different products and services, provided they are really interested in that. And so your data is your business. जैसे ये बड़ी कंपनियां डेटा मेंटेन करती हैं, anybody who maintains the data, they will never lose in their business. So most of the entrepreneurs, they are losing today क्योंकि वो कहना नहीं चाहिए, बट दे आर रियली विलिंग टू डू हार्ड वर्क, बट उनको छोटा सा भी स्मार्ट वर्क समझ नहीं आता, बिकॉज आज से पहले nobody has taught them how to build a business on the internet. So all these people, they will open their shops, they will go there, they will struggle entire day waiting for some miracles to happen, but they don't have the data of their customers. अगर उनके पास वो data हो, they can send an email to all that data of all the new products, new services, new offers. And if they know how to create a very good offer, they can tie their customer into a long term success, जहां पे उनको बहुत बिजनेस मिलेगा। चलो, एनीवेज वापस आते हैं। सो आप कोई भी प्रोडक्ट बेच रहे हैं, दिस कुड बी एनी प्रोडक्ट। ओके, and so what happens is when somebody comes on your page, you ask them for an email. Now after the email क्या होगा, हमारा next step है कि वो नेक्स्ट पेज पे जाएं एंड वो हमारा डेमो देखें या हमारी स्टोरी समझें, ओके, जहां पे हम उनको क्लैरिटी देंगे। नाउ हो सकता है वो इस पेज पे अपने आप जाएं, लेकिन हो सकता है वो इस पेज पे अपने आप ना भी जाएं, ओके। एंड इट्स लाइक मैंने ऐड रन की, people register for the master class, so they opt in over here, but they don't go and watch the master class, okay। let's say उन्होंने वो गए नहीं, देखा ही नहीं, and so what we do is we put them inside a campaign, okay। so campaign is like series of emails जो कि उनको हर दिन जाना शुरू हो जाती हैं, which actually tells them that hey, you come for this result, are you interested in this, are you really, do you want to take action, do you want to build your business? So it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12। so ये सारी emails मैंने already रखी हुई हैं, जब भी कोई यहाँ पे आएगा उसको ये वाली मेल जाना स्टार्ट हो जाएंगी। यहां तक सबको समझ में आ गया? 100%? जस्ट टाइप यस इन द चैट बॉक्स, ओके। अभी तक का 100% समझ में आ गया? ओके, अभी हम स्टेप बाय स्टेप चलेंगे सो दैट एवरीबॉडी अंडरस्टैंड समथिंग। ओके, सो अब हमने क्या किया, यहां पे आप अपनी ईमेल के अंदर अब आपकी क्रिएटिविटी आती है कि आप क्या कॉपी लिखोगे, क्या वर्ड्स यूज करोगे, किस टाइम पे भेजोगे, अंदर कैसे आप उनको हेल्प कर रहे हो सो दैट दे आर फीलिंग मोटिवेटेड, दे फील एनकरेज्ड। सो वो सब आपको इस ईमेल में एक स्टोरी लिखनी है फॉर फ्यू डेज, ओके। एंड सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज इनमें से कुछ एक ईमेल्स होंगी, सो नॉट एवरी ईमेल, बट आफ्टर 3 or 4 days you need to pitch them, one short, it's like value, 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 and then pitch, and then value, 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 and then pitch, and then value, 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 and then pitch. So you give them value, you tell them that you have a product or service which will change their life, improve their results, and then you pitch, okay। तो ये हो गया आपका एक ईमेल का सीक्वेंस, ये ऑटोमेशन हो गया। सो ये तब ट्रिगर करेगा जब ये ऑप्ट इन करेगा। कैसे? द मोमेंट दिस पर्सन ऑप्ट्स इन, तो इसके ऊपर एक टैग लग जाएगा लीड, ओके। इसके ऊपर एक टैग लगा देते हैं हम लीड। नाउ दिस पर्सन, दे हैव बिकम आवर लीड नाउ फॉर दिस प्रोडक्ट, ओके, फॉर दिस एक्स और वाई वट एवर यू वांट टू कॉल, इस प्रोडक्ट के लिए। Now, the moment the person is going through all these series, is going through, maybe you can have different pages also for the same product or service. The moment ये आदमी या कोई भी आदमी इसमें इंटरेस्ट दिखाएगा, what's going to happen is they will go to the next step, जहां पे वो कहेंगे okay, I want this, so they will initiate a checkout, okay। And so the moment this person check out, इनिशिएट करते हैं, वी गिव देम अ टैग अगेन, इस बारी हम उनको टैग देंगे इनिशिएटेड चेकआउट, ओके। सो दिस पर्सन ही इनिशिएटेड द चेकआउट, एंड व्हाट वी विल डू इज वी विल वेट फॉर 30 minutes, एंड नाउ वी विल चेक कि इनके पास इन्होंने ये प्रोडक्ट इन्होंने परचेज किया या नहीं किया, ओके, परचेज किया या नहीं किया, वी विल चेक दिस। And so if he has purchased, if the answer is yes, we will do nothing. And if the answer is no, then what we will do is we'll send them an email after 30 minutes, जहां पे हम उनको लिखेंगे that hey, you started for the checkout, but seems you just left your cart, कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं आया, ओके। एंड सो दिस वे, अगर किसी ने चेकआउट स्टार्ट किया लेकिन उन्होंने पूरा नहीं किया किसी वजह से, यू आर एक्चुअली रिमाइंडिंग देम दैट यू कैन एक्चुअली कंप्लीट द चेकआउट नाउ। और अगर किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम है, कोई डाउट है, यू आर गिविंग देम अ चांस सो दैट दे टॉक टू यू, ओके। नाउ लेट्स से कि कोई सीरियस था और उसने एक्शन लिया आपके प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस में, एंड दे परचेज्ड इट, ओके। So they purchased it, you make money, and so this time you tag this person again, and this time the tag will be, product purchased. And so what happens is you send them an email of thank you, and now you send them new emails for new products, okay। So now you send them new emails for new products, and by default वो खरीदने के बाद they will be, once they purchase, they will go on a thank you page. एंड जब वो परचेज करेंगे, अब हमारे को क्या करना है, वी विल ऑल्सो एट द सेम टाइम वी विल रिमूव लीड टैग। ओके, सो ये जो टैग था, जो लीड वाला था, नाउ इज द टाइम वी विल रिमूव दिस, क्योंकि अब उनको ये वाली सीरीज नहीं जानी चाहिए, बिकॉज हमारा ये गोल जो था वो अचीव हो गया। सो इट्स लाइक व्हेन somebody opts in, we send them, we capture the data in my email and in my hub, then we send them different trainings, different products, we send them a lot of emails to help them, so that they can take action. People who want to take results, तो वो इनिशिएट चेकआउट पे जाते हैं, अगर वो मिस कर देते हैं तो मैं उनको ईमेल भेजता है, मेरा ऑटोमेशन बेस्ड सिस्टम ईमेल भेजता है दैट यू ऑप्टेड इन फॉर दिस, आर यू रियली इंटरेस्टेड, कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं, एंड इफ दे परचेज they are removed from this also, they are removed from this also, so this way, they become my customers, and then a new set of emails they goes to them. अभी कितने परसेंट समझ में आया? ये समझ में आ गया? जस्ट टाइप यस, और कितने परसेंट समझ में आ गया वो भी टाइप कर दो। ओके, लवली। सो अगर आप ये समझ गए तो मैं आपको इतनी आज कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट कर देता हूं। अगर आपको ये समझ में आ गया, नाउ यू आर amongst maybe top 10% of the people, because most of the people they don't understand it. Okay, most of the people they don't understand it, even if they have joined many programs, they still don't understand it. And so this is the key. Okay, okay, this is the key to actually succeed very big. So because if you have this, let me ask you, अगर आपको ये करना आ जाए या किसी को भी ये करना आ जाए, should that person have confidence that they can actually, become wealthy one day? Yes or no? Yes, Mr. Selva Mohan, आप किसी भी चीज के लिए इसको यूज कर सकते हैं. Okay, you can sell your own products, your own services, whatever you want. So the moment you understand this, my friend, all you need to do is you need to just figure out that one product or service which you want to promote. Bam, that's it. Now, in order to do this, let me ask you, क्या लगता है आपको ये डेटा मेंटेन करना कितने एंटरप्रेन्योर्स की जरूरत होगी? उनको वो मानते हैं या नहीं है वो एक अलग बात है, वो नहीं मानेंगे तो बिजनेस बंद हो जाएगा, वो एक अलग बात है, but this is required by everyone. Okay, so this is required by everyone. So if you have to sell your product, or if you have to teach someone how to build a business, this is what they need in any case. Okay, yeah, data is the key, my friend. आप किसी भी बिजनेस में जाते हो, अगर आप मैंने आई वर्कड इन अ कॉर्पोरेट जॉब, कंपनी किस पे काम करती है यार? डेटा पे। ये बात और है, वो डेटा इज दे गाइस स्टिल डोंट नो द पावर ऑफ व्हाट वी आर डूइंग हियर। मैं भी कॉर्पोरेट एम्प्लॉय रहा हूं, उनका लेवल अभी कहीं और है, सो वी आर थिंकिंग समवेयर एल्स। And so this data is required by everyone. Now, in order to maintain this data, in order to do this, we need a hub, we need certain tools. How many of you will agree with this कि ये करने के लिए tools चाहिए होगा? Just type me in the chat box, okay? नहीं तो फिर डेटा कहां जाएगा? How will you send emails? How will you do automation? It's not possible, right? And so this is what our hub delivers, and our hub delivers much more than this. And we charge, all of you know what we charge. हमारा for people who just need hub is just 5,000 rupees, okay, a month. And so this is never an expense, क्योंकि एक entrepreneur जो है अपने business के लिए वो वैसे भी एम्प्लॉयज को हजारों लाखों रुपया दे रहा है, वो अपने शॉप्स पे हजारों लाखों रुपया दे रहा है। एंड सो व्हेन वी विल गो एंड वी विल एक्चुअली हेल्प लॉट ऑफ पीपल विद दीज स्ट्रेटजीज, you will see a lot of surge which is coming in your business. So you can actually, if you want, you can actually go and teach people how to do this and how to implement this business. Now, how many of you really have the access to hub? Just type H in the chat box. Okay, कितने लोगों के पास hub है? Okay, lovely. So आप में से जितने लोगों के पास हब है, I have already shared these trainings inside our Zoom lives also, कि आप कैसे इसको बना सकते हैं। बट लेट मी जस्ट वेरी क्विकली शो यू। एक मेरे को 5 मिनट दीजिए, 5 मिनट नहीं, 2-3 मिनट दीजिए मेरे को, जस्ट हब में लॉग इन कर लेने दीजिए।
Accessibility shortcuts.
Okay, so let me just share my screen. Okay, so let me just share my screen and I'll quickly tell you कि how you can do it. So first of all is हमारा जो भी पहला पेज है, so if you will go on this funnel, okay, मैं आपको अपना फनल दिखा रहे हैं जो जो आप सब फेमिलियर हैं जिससे। ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स कंसीडर दिस फनल। लेट्स से कि अगर कोई इस पेज पे आता है, आई होप यू कैन सी माय स्क्रीन। ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स से अगर कोई इस पेज पे आता है, and so what typically happens is they give their email and then they fill up the form. Now the moment this form is filled, इस फॉर्म का कुछ एक नाम है। ओके, सो आपके अगर आप हब में जाएंगे तो आपके इस फॉर्म का कुछ एक नाम है। लेट मी जस्ट शो यू। तो आपको वैसे आप अब मेरे को पता है इसका नाम क्या है, बट आई एम जस्ट शोइंग यू कि आपको कहां से दिखेगा। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अगर हमें फॉर्म्स बनाने हैं, फॉर्म का काम होता है लीड को कैप्चर करना। सो व्हेन यू गो ऑन द फॉर्म एंड इफ यू गो ऑन द बिल्डर फ्रॉम हेयर, यू कैन क्लिक ऑन ऐड फॉर्म। ओके, यहाँ पे देखेंगे ऐड फॉर्म आपको नजर में आएगा। एंड सो लेट मी जस्ट क्लोज माय वीडियो। सो इफ यू जस्ट लुक ओवर हेयर, सो you can add a form and you can start from scratch, and यहाँ पे आप अपना एक फॉर्म बना सकते हैं which is नेम, फर्स्ट नेम, लास्ट नेम। आपको लास्ट नेम नहीं चाहिए, आप हटा दीजिए। आपको कंसेंट इंडिया में जरूरत नहीं है, यूएस में जरूरत पड़ती है, पॉलिसी की भी ऐसी जरूरत नहीं है। सो फर्स्ट नेम, फोन नंबर, ईमेल, ये आप रख सकते हैं। इनको ऊपर नीचे कर सकते हैं। इस फॉर्म को आप कोई भी नेम दे सकते हैं, माय न्यू लीड फॉर्म, and you can also give this a number 111 my new lead form, and you can just save this. Okay, तो हुआ क्या कि आपने फॉर्म को सेव कर लिया। अब आपको अगर ब्यूटिफिकेशन करनी है, आप इस पे क्लिक कीजिए एंड यू कैन यहाँ पे जाएंगे। अगर आप इस सेटिंग्स में यू कैन प्ले अराउंड थोड़ा सा। जैसे मेरे को अगर ये लेबल्स अलग से दिख रहे हैं, इफ आई वांट टू रिमूव देम आई जस्ट क्लोज देम एंड आई से सेव। Now the labels are removed, and so if I want to make this field mandatory, तो मैं इस पे क्लिक करके I will make this required. Email, that is also required. I can also choose phone number also to be required, and I can again save this. So ये अब मेरा फॉर्म इस नाम से सेव हो गया, 111 न्यू लीड फॉर्म। सो नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू दिस फॉर्म ओनली। ऑलराइट, तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, हम अपने फनल्स में जाएंगे दोबारा से ऊपर से, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू जस्ट स्विच ऑन माय कैमरा नाउ। और अगर मैं अपने अगर हम अपने इस पैनल में जाते हैं, आई होप आप लोगों का तो डोमेन कनेक्टेड होगा, बट आई डोंट हैव एनी डोमेन इन दिस ऑन दिस इन दिस panel, इन दिस अकाउंट, क्योंकि ये डेमो अकाउंट है, बट आई जस्ट शो यू। अगर आप एडिट सेटिंग्स में करेंगे, ऑलराइट, सो नाउ इफ वी गो हियर, यहां से आप अपना फॉर्म कोई भी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। तो अभी जो हमने बनाया था, अगर आप देखेंगे, ये रहा 111 माई लीड फॉर्म। आप उसको सिलेक्ट करेंगे, आपका फॉर्म यहां दिखने लगेगा। ओके, आई होप यू कैन सी दिस फॉर्म। कैन यू सी दिस फॉर्म? जस्ट टाइप yes in the chat box. Okay, yeah, lovely. ओके, सो नाउ यू कैन डिसाइड आपको कौन सा फॉर्म चाहिए। लेट्स से कि मैं एक बारी को ये यही फॉर्म रख रहा हूं। ओके, एंड व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू इज, नाउ आई लेट्स से कि मैंने ये पेज जो डिजाइन करना था, इस पे जो लिखना था, जो बनाना था, वो मैंने बना लिया, रिलेटेड टू वट एवर माई प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस वॉज। एंड इफ आई विल जस्ट पब्लिश दिस, नाउ आई डोंट हैव अ डोमेन अगेन, सो ये मेरे को पब्लिश नहीं करने देगा, बट आई जस्ट सेव दिस। नाउ आई विल जस्ट शो यू कि अब होगा क्या। So now I will go back. Let this page be saved. All right, now I'll go back. And I'll go inside campaign AI. अब मेरे को एक वर्क फ्लो बनाना है। ओके, एंड सो अब मेरे को वर्क फ्लो बनाना है। लेट्स से कि मैं एक फोल्डर बनाता हूं पहले, माय न्यू प्रोडक्ट। ओके, फोल्डर, I'll say create this. Okay, and so if I will go inside this, now I will say create workflow. All right, so I'll say start from scratch. And now what I want to do is, I want to name this name. Okay, uh, so ये workflow 1 है मेरा, lead form filled. Okay, so when somebody fills up the lead form, okay, so I'll say lead form filled, bam, I'll just save this. Okay, एंड सो अब क्या होगा, अब मेरे को ट्रिगर देना है। रिमेंबर मैंने कहा था आपको, हमें ट्रिगर सिलेक्ट करना है। सो हाउ डू वी सिलेक्ट अ ट्रिगर? वी क्लिक ऑन दिस एंड विल टेल द सिस्टम कि आपको काम कब शुरू करना है। सो व्हाट वी टेल द सिस्टम इज कि लुक फॉर अ फॉर्म। ओके, व्हेन समबडी विल फिल द फॉर्म, तब ये ऑटोमेशन स्टार्ट हो जाए। सो विल से somebody fills up the form and we tell the system that the form is, we just select the form is. And from here, what we do is we select the name of the form. So this was 111 my new lead form. And so when somebody clicks on, fills this form, तब हमारे को हम चाहते हैं कि ये ट्रिगर स्टार्ट हो। अभी तक सबको क्लियर है? जस्ट टाइप सी इन द चैट बॉक्स। लवली। किसी को नहीं क्लियर है वो भी पूछ सकता है, रिपीट करना है रिपीट कर दूंगा। मतलब यू गाइस आर गिविंग योर टाइम यार, मेक द बेस्ट यूज ऑफ इट। दिस इज वन ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग्स बाय द वे जो हम अभी सेल करने वाले हैं मार्केट में। हमने तबाही करनी है दोस्त। डोंट लुक एट योर वट एवर रिजल्ट यू आर हैविंग प्रेजेंटली राइट नाउ। स्टार्ट कंडीशनिंग योर माइंड फॉर ह्यूज सक्सेस। आई प्रॉमिस यू, वी आर गोइंग टू मेक दिस वेरी बिग, वेरी बिग। जितना लोगों ने सुना नहीं होगा, समझा नहीं होगा, उससे बड़ा बनाएंगे इस बिजनेस को। ऑल राइट, सो नाउ थिंक अबाउट दिस कि अब हमने क्या किया, जब कोई इस फॉर्म को भरेगा तो ट्रिगर स्टार्ट होगा। नाउ इमेजिन, मैंने आपको कहा था सबसे पहले हम टैग करेंगे। हमें उसको टैग लगाना है। तो पहले आप यहां क्या करोगे, विल गो एंड टेल द सिस्टम टैग। हम यहां टाइप करेंगे, एक्शन क्या होना चाहिए, ऐड कॉन्टैक्ट टैग। तो अब इस कॉन्टैक्ट को हमें टैग करना है। तो ये सिस्टम कहेगा टैग, टैग बताओ क्या करना है, इसको क्या करूं मैं। तो हम कहेंगे ओके 111, okay, so you can say this new product lead, okay, and you say add tag. So you will just save this now. So agar, you can also name this tag, add tag, 111, new product लीड. तो ये हमारी नोटिस के लिए है जो हमने लिखा, एंड वी विल अगेन सेव दिस. तो अब क्या हुआ, वो जो आदमी ने फॉर्म भरेगा जब वो इमीडिएटली टैग हो जाएगा. क्लियर है? जस्ट टाइप सी इन द चैट बॉक्स. ओके, या ट्रिगर विल बी व्हेन दे सबमिट द फॉर्म. यस, सबमिट द बटन. ओके, बैम. अब ये हमने उसको टैग कर दिया. नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज, जब वो टैग हो गया, उसने फॉर्म भरा. नाउ एक अभी थोड़ा सा मैं चाहूंगा आप माइंड ओपन रख के इसको समझो कि जैसे मैंने इसको टैग किया, ओके, ऐसे ही मैं अगर चाहूं तो एक ट्रिगर भी स्टार्ट कर सकता हूं कोई टैग करने पे. इट्स लाइक कि अगर मैंने किसी को कुछ टैग किया और मैं चाहता हूं कि उसके 5 दिन बाद मैं उसको नया एक सीक्वेंस भेजूं, आई कैन ऑल्सो सिलेक्ट द ट्रिगर, दैट द ट्रिगर इज टैग. कि व्हेन द टैग इज एडेड, कि अगर कॉन्टैक्ट को कोई टैग ऐड हुआ है, एंड आई कैन सिलेक्ट कि कौन सा टैग ऐड हुआ है, एंड एट दैट पॉइंट ऑल्सो आई कैन डिसाइड कि इस वर्कफ्लो को स्टार्ट करो. यू कैन हैव मल्टीपल ट्रिगर्स एज वेल. सो अगर आपके पास 2 फॉर्म है, 3 फॉर्म है, 5 फॉर्म है, तब भी आप एक वर्कफ्लो पे ट्रिगर कर सकते हो. इज दिस क्लियर? कंफ्यूजन तो नहीं है? जस्ट टाइप यस इन द चैट बॉक्स. अमेजिंग, लवली. ओके, नाउ किसी ने फॉर्म भरा, वो किसी चीज में इंटरेस्टेड थे, उन्होंने अपना हमारे को ईमेल नेम दिया, हमने उनको टैग कर दिया. नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज, वी वांट टू वेट फॉर, लेट्स से कि हमने उनको नेक्स्ट पेज पे भेजा था जहां पे उनको कुछ हम वीडियो दिखा रहे हैं, कुछ कर रहे हैं. सो हम नहीं चाहते कि हम उसको नेक्स्ट पेज पे भी भेजें जहां पे कोई वीडियो देखना है 5 मिनट का, और मैं इमीडिएटली उसको ईमेल भेज के उनका अटेंशन डाइवर्ट कर दूं. सो वी विल, लेट्स से वी विल वेट फॉर 7 minutes. And so what we can do is we can decide a trigger ki wait for 7 minutes, and we'll just save this. So this is wait for 7 minutes. हमने सिर्फ एक बीच में टाइम डिले डाला. And now what we do is we can send them an email. So you can decide, okay, send an email, bam, and you decide the name of the person, and then the your email जिससे आप डाल रहे हो, यहां आपका नाम आएगा, जो भी आपका नाम है, यहां आपकी ईमेल आएगी जिससे आपको ईमेल भेजना है. एंड देन यू कैन डिसाइड अ सब्जेक्ट. जैसे आप लिख सकते हो कि वेलकम इन, एंड आप अगर यहां पे उनका नाम डालना चाहते हो अपने कॉन्टैक्ट का, तो यहां पे इस एरो को पे जब आप क्लिक करोगे, यहां कॉन्टैक्ट पे जाओगे और यहां फर्स्ट नेम चूज करोगे, तो ये जो सा ब्रैकेट है, ये आपके कस्टम फील्ड कहते हैं हम इसको. ओके, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव सीन कि अगर आप मेरी वेबसाइट पे जाओ तो वहां पे वो आपका नाम कई बार दिखाता है. हैव यू एवर फेल्ट दैट? जस्ट टाइप यस, जस्ट टाइप मी इन द चैट बॉक्स अगर आपने अपना नाम देखा है. ओके, ओके, सो यहां देख रहे हो आप, असधीर लिखा आ रहा है. वांट हैव फ्रीडम एंड कंट्रोल इन लाइफ, असधीर. ओके, सो हाउ डज दैट नेम अपीयर? जब नेम आता है तो किसी को अच्छा लगेगा कि नहीं लगेगा कि यार यार ये मतलब ये साइट ने मेरे को पहचाना, यार ये मेरे को जानते हैं, मेरा ध्यान रखते हैं. इट लुक गुड, राइट? सो वो कैसे हो रहा है? वेल, वो ऐसे हो रहा है कि हम जहां पे ये लिख रहे हैं वहां पे हम ये कस्टम फील्ड यहां पे डाल देते हैं. ओके, एंड सो व्हेन यू पुट दिस कस्टम फील्ड, वहां पे उनका नाम आ जाता है. यू कैन पुट देयर नेम, यू कैन पुट देयर ईमेल, यू कैन डिसाइड वट एवर यू वॉन्ट टू. एंड अब हम क्या लिखेंगे? अब हम अंदर उनको ईमेल लिखेंगे, हाय, एंड यू कैन टाइप देयर फर्स्ट नेम, आई सॉ यू इंटरेस्टेड, एंड सो this is how we help people. Bam. Okay, and then you tell your story, and then thanks, and then you save this. So ये हो गया हमारा email 1 day 1. Is this clear to everyone? Just type 1 in the chat box if this is clear, okay? दो ही लोगों को क्लियर हुआ है यार, बाकी लोगों को क्लियर ही नहीं होता। ऐसे मत करो यार, मतलब दिल मत तोड़ो। अब तो सिर्फ 1 लिखना है यार, पूरा यस भी नहीं लिखने को बोला। All right, thank you. Okay, so now what we want to do is, हो सकता है कि जब हमने, ध्यान से समझना अब इस बात को जो मैं बताने वाला हूं। वैसे तो आई अंडरस्टैंड, बट सिंस यू गाइज आर न्यू, तो नया आदमी गलती करता ही है। जब तक जब तक पानी में नहीं कूद जाते तब तक स्विमिंग आ सकती है किसी को? यस या नो? मेरे को ना बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं, मेरे को कहते हैं धंधा बनाऊंगा, फिर कभी बना लूंगा, अभी नहीं बनाऊंगा। जब तक पानी में नहीं उतरोगे तो यू कांट लर्न स्विमिंग। कैन एनीबडी लर्न स्विमिंग विदाउट गेटिंग इनटू द वाटर? यस और नो? नो, राइट? सो व्हाट्स गोना हैपन इज व्हेन यू विल स्टार्ट ऑफ, इट्स लाइक जब आपको, मान लो मैंने आपको बेस्ट किताब भी पढ़ के बता दिया कि ऐसे ड्राइव करते हैं, बट व्हाट्स गोना हैपन इज कि जब आप ड्राइव करने में बैठोगे ना गाड़ी के अंदर, यू वुड हैव सीन कि जब आपने साइकिल चलाया था तो साइकिल भी इनिशियली पहली बारी गिरा था। जब फर्स्ट टाइम लर्न कर रहे थे, सबको याद रहता है अपने साइकिल का। किस किस को याद है जो फर्स्ट राइड ली थी साइकिल की, या ट्राई किया था साइकिल कैसे चलाते हैं? जस्ट आई मीन द चैट बॉक्स, ओके? मुझे याद है, मुझे नहीं पता आपको याद है या नहीं। ओके, सो यू सी, कुछ ऐसे इंसिडेंट्स होते हैं वो याद ही रहते हैं। सो व्हेन यू टुक अ फर्स्ट राइड ऑफ योर कार, और मे बी फर्स्ट फ्यू राइड्स, तो चाहे आपको आता भी था सब कुछ, बट स्टिल यू हैव दिस टेंडेंसी टू क्रैश। वो ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी है, वो कोई किसी की गलती नहीं है। दैट्स हाउ वी गेट प्रोग्राम्ड टू डू सर्टन थिंग्स विद प्रैक्टिस। इसीलिए हैबिट और प्रैक्टिस बहुत जरूरी है। सो वॉट एवर यू आर लर्निंग टूडे, अनलेस यू इंप्लीमेंट दिस, यू माइट फॉरगेट दिस। कितने लोग इससे एग्री करते हैं? जस्ट टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स, ओके? सो वॉट एवर वी डोंट यूज, वी लूज, ओके? एंड सो द प्रैक्टिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So when you practice, you become more confident and you make less errors. Okay, so that's how life progresses. And so इसीलिए मैं आपको बता रहा हूं। तो देखो जब क्या हुआ था, जब हमने, मान लो यहाँ पे somebody, we were running ads और लोग यहाँ ऑटोमेशन में आ रहे थे, तो एक आदमी था जो सुबह मेरे साथ एनरोल किया 7 बजे, एक एनरोल किया 8 बजे, एक एनरोल किया 9 बजे, एक एनरोल किया 10 बजे, एक एनरोल किया 11 बजे, एक एनरोल किया 12 बजे, एक एनरोल किया रात को मान लो 7 बजे, शाम को 7 बजे। नाउ ऐसा ही होता है, राइट? नाउ व्हाट आई वांट टू डू इज, आई डोंट वांट कि उनको ईमेल जब जाएं अगले दिन तो किसी रैंडम और गलत टाइम पे जाएं। तो पहले दिन तो जब वो कर रहे हैं उस टाइम पे जा रही है, बट नेक्स्ट डे अब हम क्या करेंगे, वी विल पुट अ डिले ओवर हियर, ओके? विल से वेट, ओके, विल से वेट, एंड यहां पे हम कहेंगे वेट फॉर नेक्स्ट डे टिल 7:30 AM, ओके? एंड देन वील चूज दिस एडवांस्ड विंडो, और यहां से आप इन सब ऑप्शंस को ऑन करके यू कैन सिलेक्ट एग्जैक्ट, एंड यहां से यू कैन सिलेक्ट 7:30 AM, bam, and you'll say save. Now the system is going to wait till 7:30 AM the next day, and अब हम उसके बाद हम यहां पे नया एक्शन डालेंगे, which is email, which is email to day 2. Bam, save. Okay, I need to fill this so that I can save it. Okay, so I hope you understood. All right. Okay, so इसको हम सेव करेंगे, और इस तरीके से, ओके, सो टाइम जोन आपका जो है, यू कैन एक्चुअली सी, वन इज, देयर आर टू काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स। वन इज कि आपका टाइम जोन क्या है, द अदर इज उनका टाइम जोन क्या है, ओके? सो व्हेन यू गो इनसाइड दीस सेटिंग्स, ओके, यू गो इनसाइड दीस सेटिंग्स, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन मिस्टर रंगा रेड्डी। आप जब सेटिंग्स में जाएंगे, आप यहां पे सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि अकाउंट टाइम जोन या कॉन्टेक्ट का टाइम जोन, ओके एंड सो इफ यू चूज कॉन्टेक्ट टाइम जोन, अब उनको उनकी कंट्री के हिसाब से सिस्टम टाइम पिक कर लेगा एंड देन दे विल be going to those times only. You can also select some restricted times if you want in settings. I won't recommend that. Does that answer you, Mr. Reddy? Okay, Mr. Selva Mohan, it is completely global because जब कोई भरता है अपना फॉर्म तो system tracks their country. It's happening on internet, right? So even if you fill the form, even if you don't mention your country, we still know कि आप कहाँ से आ रहे हो और traffic कहाँ से आता है. So system can track this. You can also, you have the option, जब आप फॉर्म सिलेक्ट कर रहे थे हम यहाँ पे, ओके जब हम आप फॉर्म में जाओगे और अगर आप फॉर्म में जाओगे और आप जब फोन नंबर सिलेक्ट करते हो, ओके by the way, this country thing will only matter to you when they buy, and when they buy you anyways know their country. But अगर आप यहाँ देखोगे इस फोन को जब आप सिलेक्ट करोगे, यहाँ पे एक ही ऑप्शन है enable country picker. Okay, and so if you enable this and if you save this form, okay, and now if you will go on your your page जो कि आपका पेज था, let's say, तो क्या होगा कि आपका कंट्री वहां पे नजर आने लगेगा. ठीक है मिस्टर सिल्वा मोहन, तो कंट्री का ऑप्शन वहां दिखेगा फोन नंबर के आगे. बट इवन इफ दे डोंट फिल द फोन नंबर, you still know कि वो कहां से आ रहे हैं. ओके, सो दिस इज द पावर ऑफ द सिस्टम. ओके, दैट्स व्हाई दिस मेक्स आवर जॉब इजी. सो कंट्री कोड, यस कंट्री कोड यहाँ पे जैसे मान लो अगर आप देखोगे यहाँ पे तो आपने देखा इस फॉर्म के ऊपर कंट्री कोड आ रहा है. सो अगर इफ somebody will open this page now, ओके एंड सो यहाँ पे आपका कंट्री का कोड दिखेगा. व्हेन ये देखो ये कंट्री का कोड आ रहा है, यू कैन डिसाइड कि कौन सी कंट्री, मतलब कस्टमर जब अपना नंबर देगा तो दे कैन डिसाइड. बट इवन इफ दे डोंट डू इट, द सिस्टम स्टिल रिकॉग्नाइजेस देयर कंट्री कोड. आई होप अभी आपको समझ में आ गया सबको. क्लियर है सबको? दिस आई सी इन द चैट बॉक्स. ऑलराइट, लवली. तो अब इसी तरीके से यू कैन मेक योर स्टोरी. ओके, सो यू कैन डिसाइड कि अगर कोई आपके साथ ऑप्ट इन किया तो मुझे उसको 15 दिन तक कैसे स्टोरी देनी है. ओके, एंड सो आई एम गोइंग टू जस्ट स्टॉप दिस फॉर अ सेकंड एंड आई विल अगेन शेयर माय स्क्रीन टू टेल यू व्हाट नेक्स्ट. एंड सो व्हाट वी वांट टू डू नाउ इज, अब हम कस्टमर को 17 डेज तक, 20 डेज तक, जितने दिन तक भी आप नर्चर करना चाहते हैं या जो भी आपका है, लेट्स से कि आपने रखा है कि मैं 5 दिन के बाद उसको वेबिनार में बुलाऊंगा या फ्राइडे को वेबिनार में बुलाऊंगा या संडे को वेबिनार में बुलाऊंगा, आप वो पहले ही ऑटोमेशन सेट कर सकते हैं कि जितने लोग आए हैं मंडे टू थर्सडे वो सारे के सारे टैग होके आपको नेक्स्ट वीक आपके वेबिनार में आए. इट्स लाइक आज कितने लोगों को ईमेल आई थी कि कि हमारा एक प्रोग्राम है तो आपको आना है, आई थी आपको? यस. All right, lovely. So I did not do that today. So what I have done is I've already planted that few days back कि यार ये दिन होगा, मंडे होगा, जिस दिन फ्राइडे होगा, send these emails to these people because they qualify for this masterclass, they qualify for this training, so just send them. Okay, and so you will be able to do this. तो अब आपको क्या करना है, सबसे पहले आप अपनी वो सीरीज पूरी की पूरी प्लांट कर लोगे और वैसे ही प्लांट करनी है. वैल्यू 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 पिच. Every day you should not be reaching out to them and just telling them buy, 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 buy. Okay, and so the different way of selling buy is that Mr. XYZ, he joined my program, he was completely new, didn't knew how to start, so I just told him how to start. So first thing is you need to have a product, then you go on the internet and then you start telling people about the results. So then you get leads and then you convert leads, and once they convert, you convert, they become your customer, and boom, you make a lot of sales. And when you will be having time, I will also share masterclass with you so that you can watch the masterclass at your convenience. If there is anything else I can help you with, just let me know. And if you want, just below this mail जहां आप अपना नाम डाल रहे हो, उसके नीचे you can leave the your link for your product or your training. Yeah, you can pre-schedule anything as per fixed parameters. That's where we started, Mr. Silva Mohan. अगर आपको याद हो, when I said that you need to have first of all a clarity कि मैं करना क्या चाहता हूँ, because system is there to make you deliver what you want to do. Okay, thank you, Mr. Silva. So the system can deliver whatever you want to do. Okay, but we need to tell. So it's like system is idiot proof. So अगर हम उनको जो भी कमांड देंगे वो implement कर देगा. But हम क्या कमांड देंगे? So this means that a successful entrepreneur needs two things. One is they need the right trainings and the tools, and they also need the understanding of the human behavior. Okay, how many of you agree with this now? Okay, just type yes in the chat box. Okay, so if you understand these two things, then it's just a matter of figuring out which stuff is going to give you even more margins and even more margins. At some point in time, you will start getting results. Now, don't make this mistake of judging too early. Okay, बहुत सारे लोग, they judge too early कि results आया या नहीं आया. And you know what? This is something which is very strange, because when we were young and when we actually do it with young kids, at that point in time we don't have this approach. So think about this: somebody sends their children to school and they do it for 12-14 years and they never expect any returns out of it for 14 years. But when it comes to building a business, people start building a business, and before even starting they are thinking of returns out of it. And so it never happens like this. So sometimes we also tell people that you have the potential, and there is a potential, but everything works as per law. Okay, in this universe, there are no overnight riches. So the only reason some people they get immediate results when they join our business is because of this phase. Okay, so people recognize this phase for 2 years, 3 years now, एंड तो हो सकता है कि वो आपके लिंक से आए और वो इमीडिएटली कन्वर्ट कर जाएं, बट यूजुअली पीपल टेक टाइम. सो व्हेन यू विल बी रनिंग योर कैंपेन्स, please understand, somebody who came in, he has just shown the intent. He did not came here to buy. And so it's our duty to actually help them and keep hammering them again and again and again. And so what's going to happen is eventually they will buy someday, and not everybody will buy. And we don't need to sell to everybody. That's the good news. So even if you sell to 5 to 7% or even 10% of the people over a period of time, you will see you will end up making huge profits. Okay, is this making sense? Just type MS in the chat box. Now, the problem is most of the people, they don't have either the patience nor the foresight. And some of them, they have a belief system which is a poor person's mindset. So if you are here, first and foremost thing is you need to understand that before you become rich outside in this world, your world is just a reflection of what's inside. And so first you need to become rich inside, which means that you need to understand that this is your business and you are here to serve a purpose or a problem, and you go out with the sense of serving a person or a problem, and then you stay there for a consistent period of time, over some years or some months or some weeks, and then you start getting great results. Okay, I see so many people, they come in and some of them, they say, okay, I want recurring commissions every month. But then when they understand that you will have to maybe run your ads for a period of time, or maybe you will have to pay for your hub also, so that you can one day start making a lot of money, they just simply give up. And so what will this person do? He will again go back and he will only work for money till maybe 45, 55, 60 years, and then they will be bewildered. And so that is the choice. I always tell people, you can do convenient things, but these convenient things will make your entire life hard, or you can choose to do some hard things earlier, which will make your entire life enjoyable. And so building a business, yes, initially is going to be hard. You need to figure out which product, which category, which message is going to give you a lot of money. But once you figure that out, bam, that's it. You're going to kill the marketplace after that, and market recognizes who's the right person over a period of time. Truth prevails. तो शुरू में हो सकता है किसी को, people who don't know me, and there are some big names in the industry, people might think, they are the guys they are the gurus who actually can, transform people or teach people. But our results over here, we have 100% execution results for all our, students. मैं सही बोल रहा हूँ, गलत बोल रहा हूँ? Okay. And so what's going to happen is, when we keep doing right things for a long period of time, you will see results. तो जब आप अपना कैंपेन चलाओगे, वो गलती मत करना जो बहुत सारे लोग करते हैं कि 4 दिन के बाद देखेंगे कि कौन सा कैंपेन चल रहा है या नहीं चल रहा, or we will start changing. So if you have started something, you will have to give it a time. And so if you are convinced that it will work, you will see some early glimpse that it is working or it is not working. So it's not that you will not get any results earlier initially. You might get even, huge results as well. Like जब मैंने अपने mentor की ads promote करना start किया था, I got huge results initially. Okay, so every day I was making a sale and I was making profits of 30,000, 40,000 rupees when I was promoting Wick. But the problem was, at that point in time, 4 years ago, I did not knew the policies. And so what happened is, Facebook, they just shut my account. And because my account was shut now, so I have to go back and learn all those things once again. And so I learned all those things, and then I started, promoting Wick again, and then I started making money again. And, I started helping more people also how to do this. But then I found out that most people who want to make money, they don't know how to create a system. Okay. And so system was the bottleneck. And so I started working on the system, and, then fortunately for me, or or for everybody, or that's how this destiny was for me, I ended up creating this system which actually works. Maybe I think it works 10 times better than Wick as well. Okay, so because we literally serve genuine products, and we have a genuine approach in terms of, serving truth. Now, people might not value you initially. That doesn't, that should not bother you if you're selling a great product. So always promote a great product. Again, let's come back. All right, so I'm going to now show you the next step. ओके, सो ये हो गया, आपने अपनी यहाँ पे पूरा का पूरा लीड फॉर्म बना लिया. ओके, सॉरी, ओहो, आई डिड व्हाट आई डिड. ऑलराइट, चलो मैं वापस चले जाता हूँ. Okay, let me go back from this place. Now I'm going to show you the next step in the campaigns AI. ओके, सो हम इसमें थे न्यू प्रोडक्ट फोल्डर में. तो ये हमने एक एक फर्स्ट वाला आपने पूरा सीक्वेंस बना लिया. नाउ वी विल क्रिएट वन न्यू सीरीज विच वेयर वी विल से ओके. सो उससे पहले अब हम क्या करेंगे, वी ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू सी नाउ इफ समबडी फिल्स अप द initiate checkout. Okay, so what we will do is we will create an initiate checkout form. So we'll say duplicate, and my new, so let's name this my new product initiate checkout. Okay, we'll confirm this. Now I'll just show you कि initiate checkout का form कैसा दिखता है. I know you guys know this, okay, but I'm just showing you. So if somebody comes here, if they click on this button, okay, they show an intent, so they go on this form. So where I say, where I just show them this message, yes, Vinay, I want done for me system that starts selling in 7 days and scale to 30 scales in 30 days. So they fill up their email and they just go to the next page. And so at this point in time, what I do is I actually tag them as initiated checkout. So they started the checkout and now they go on this page, okay, which is the final checkout page where they can enroll into the program once they buy this. So what's going to happen now is, okay, so what we have done is we have to now create a initiate checkout form. तो हमने इसको एक नाम दे दिया और हमें इसके अंदर सिर्फ एक ही चीज चाहिए और वो है इसकी email. So we will remove the other things and we'll just keep the email. Okay, and so this way what has happened is we have created this form, And now we can come back, we'll go into our campaigns folder. And now I will go into my new product folder. And then what I'm going to do is I'll say, okay, create new workflows, start from scratch. Okay. And so what's going to happen is, अब हम क्या करेंगे, इसको नाम देंगे. Let's say we'll say this workflow 2, which is new product checkout initiated. Okay. And I'll tell you how to do this even more easily. So सबसे पहले अब हम यहाँ क्या लिखेंगे? Can anybody help me? I want to create a trigger for when somebody starts initiate checkout. तो अभी क्या लिखूंगा? क्या सिलेक्ट करूंगा यहां से ऑप्शन? पिछली बार क्या किया था जब लीड के लिए करना था? Lovely. Thank you, Mr. Silva. So we will just say form. Okay. So we'll say form submitted. So when somebody, fills up the form. So form submitted, and we will select the form. Form is, and then boom, we say, my new product initiate checkout, and then we say save trigger, and we can publish this, and we'll say save. So now the trigger is set. Now after the trigger is set, what we need to do is we need to, अभी क्या करें इनको? अब क्या करेंगे? हर स्टेज पे हम क्या करते हैं, जब भी कोई एक्शन होता है, वी टैग देम. ओके, सो again, thank you. Okay, lovely. You guys are intelligent now. Okay, so now we need to tag them. Okay, so we say add contact tag, and we add a tag. And so this time you will say, so the tag, you need to give the name to the tag. You can say new product initiated, bam, and you can say save. So this time when somebody fills the form, they will be tagged. So this way you will know how many people they have actually started the checkout process. Okay, bam. So you now know how many of them they started the checkout. And now the next step after this is, once you know कितने लोगों ने start किया है, we will wait for 30 minutes. Okay, we will wait for 30 minutes. So I'll just type 30 minutes so that you remember it. 30 minutes, and we'll say save. Okay, so we wait for 30 minutes. And now what we do is we send them an email. Okay, so we send them an email where you will tell them that, hey, I saw you started the checkout, and for some reason maybe you could not complete it. I completely understand. Maybe a phone call came or you were busy, but don't worry. I care for you. You can complete the checkout again. You send them a link, and you tell them that, just in case if you have any questions, I'm already there. I'm always there for you. Let me know, and I'll help you. And so you put this email, and then you can also put one more, initiate checkout. You can just wait for another 2 hours. Okay, so you can decide 2 hours, just say wait for 2 hours. Bam, and then you say save, and then you say save. Okay, now what we need to do is we can send them an email again. We can select an email action as email. And we will now this time tell them, hey, it's been 2 hours. I won't be reminding you again because I can't keep the offer open for long. If you are not interested, that's okay. But if you are just facing any difficulty, you can let me know. Or if you want to just complete it right away, you can, complete from a link again. So this way, you gives them two options, and that's it. And then what happens is you go inside these settings and you ensure that आपने allow re-entry उसको on किया हुआ है, because we want कि अगर कोई बार बार initiate checkout करेगा उसको हर बार ये वाली email जरूर जाए, so that they are reminded if they don't complete the process. Okay, and then we will go out of this workflow. Okay, so let me ask you, is this clear? Just type C in the chat box. Okay, so I hope everybody is clear now. Now is the final thing, when somebody buys the product. Okay, so अब हमें क्या करना है? So when somebody buys the product, we will just say create. Okay, so I don't know which tool you are saying. It's not about one thing. There are so many things. So if somebody else works, something else works for you, you can try this. You can try that. So अगर आप Mr. Silva किसी और system के बारे में बात करें, you can try that. Okay, so that's okay. Because for us, we do a lot of things. This is just one part of it. Okay. And so now what we need to do is, now the third thing is, when somebody purchases the product. So let's say when somebody purchased the product, okay? Bam. So what happens is, when somebody purchases the product, we send a trigger and we tag them that this person has purchased the products. At this point in time, you need to select the tag, that when the tag is added and you select a tag that the system should fire when a tag is added, and tag is new product purchased. Okay. And then you just say save. So this way, this trigger will start when somebody, they purchase the product. So first thing is, we will again click on the action, okay, and we will tag them. So we will say add contact tag. So this time we tag them that new product purchased, bam, and then you save it. And now what we want to do is, we want to remove them. Remember, we want to remove them from the old workflow. So what we want to do is, we'll go over here and we will click on remove from workflow. Okay, and what we do is, we want to choose another workflow from where we want to remove it. And so what we do is, we choose this lead form field. Okay, so ये वाला जो workflow हमारा था, हमने उसको lead form field नाम दिया था. We want to remove that workflow, and then we will remove from workflow. We will select another workflows, and this time we want to remove from new product checkout. Okay, and we'll click on save. So this way we have now removed from both the previous workflows. So the moment somebody buys this, अब उनको पुराने वाला email नहीं जाएगा. Is this clear? Okay, and is this wonderful? Just type W in the chat box. Okay. So now is when we send them. Okay, thank you, Mr. Silva. And so what happens is, so again, Mr. Silva, I can actually help you do this on any other platform as well. But as I said, it becomes complicated for people and it becomes even more expensive. So there are many platforms जिनको हम integrate करेंगे, but then it becomes even more expensive. And I have actually used a lot of them, and I can still teach anyone on that as well. But it's more of the what is the outcome we want, and this thing works perfectly. So that's what I use, that's what I teach. All right, so now we will say email, and so we will send them an email now. And so this email will be congratulations. So you can type here congrats, bam, their first name, and then you can say hi, and then you can just write their first name, And then you can say, hey, you just purchased and I was jumping out of my bench because I am waiting to work with you, and it's going to make so much of sense, and we are going to do this, love you. And then you can, if you want more email series, you can plant them as well. Just publish this and say save. Bam, that's it. Okay, so you go out, and so this way, this is your one campaign set. Now let me ask you, कितने परसेंट कितने लोगों को समझ में आया? कितने परसेंट अमित? ओके, और एक बारी और वीडियो देख लोगे तो फिर तो 100 पूरा हो जाएगा, राइट? नाउ ऑब्वियसली इट्स लाइक व्हेन यू स्टार्ट यूजिंग द सिस्टम, यू बिकम मोर एंड मोर expert in that. Okay, and so that's the aim. So what happens right now is, because people, they are right now, not everybody is expert. So what happens is, when you generate a lead, or when people generate a lead, so I do all the selling, so that you don't have to do all these stuff at this point in time. But if you want, you can actually start selling any product or service in your hub. You can start teaching people, you can start coaching people, you can start getting leads for people, you can teach people how to build their agency, or you can be an agency and you can provide service to people. And so there is a very big marketplace. And literally, if someone says he is, let me ask you, अगर इस ट्रेनिंग में what we provide inside this success challenge, if somebody doesn't becomes our partner as well, do you think it is still worth it? Yes or no? Do you think they still need this to build their business? And when you understand this, if they don't buy, it's their loss. Okay, so if there is something which is really good, it is our responsibility to go out and help as many people as we can. It's just a matter of time, the day they will understand they need this and how this can actually change their life. So when people, they ask me कि यार विनय मेरा result नहीं आए तो मेरा क्या होगा, so I tell them, you're just missing on the point. The point is, once you learn things, you will become a different man, and the results are bound to come when you learn and when you grow. So people want earning before even learning, so that's not going to happen. So I believe this is for everyone. Mr. Silva, yes, there is a struggle, because I have been through that struggle. No? So what you're saying is right. But if so, let me ask you, people who go through schools, are they not struggling? People who have gone through colleges, are they not struggling? Just type S if you feel that a lot of people are struggling today. Okay, I see more than 60% of the people, they are struggling, yeah. Just few days back, yeah, I had my uh, you can say my cousin brother was with me, and he was telling me how he is at a very senior position, but he literally, his job sucks. So he says that his boss keeps on screwing his happiness. He doesn't likes going to his job, and he's just stretching for paying the bills, and he was not ready to build his business, or go through this pain to for transformation. So any transformation is painful. Okay, I want to tell everyone, any transformation is painful. You have a choice. You can transform and see the pain initially for a few days and then enjoy the life again, or you can continue with a small pain, and there will be one time when the transformation will also not be possible. And so a lot of people who don't take time to actually change with times, they are the ones who will have to pay the price later on. मेरे को आज ही किसी से बात हो रही थी, and so he said कि do you guarantee results in 2 months, 3 months? मैंने कहा I can only see. You need to understand certain things. I am where I am, and the reason people love me or people hate me, whatever it is because I always tell the truth. मैं किसी का दिल रखने के लिए कभी भी झूठ नहीं बोलता. And so people don't, and the irony is that a lot of people, they don't want to hear the truth. And so the truth is, for people who don't change, they will eventually they'll pay the price for not changing as well. So you have two choices. Either you can pay the price and enjoy a good life, or you pay the price the entire life for not changing your price. Do you agree with me? So that's why, like you said, it's going to be difficult. Yes, it is difficult. It was difficult for me. Do you think, you see, non-technical aadmi hu yaar. I started from nothing, but I just understood one thing. This is the one thing. सब बकवास थी जो मैंने आपको अभी तक दिखाया, ये सब झूठ है. इसमें कुछ दम नहीं है. दम है यहां पे. द पावर ऑफ योर सबकॉन्शियस माइंड. If you believe you will be successful, you will be successful. If you believe you will not be successful, आप कुछ भी कर लो, जो भी करते रहोगे, this is the reality. This is where the key is, the magic key is. There's nothing in this product. There are so many products. If you want, you can promote anything. मैंने बेचा है यार, और आज भी अगर आप देखोगे, I will go on the internet and I will literally sell so many products because I believe I can sell so many products. And so if somebody says that they can't sell it, that's what they believe in and that's what they will create. And before you become an expert, before things start working for you, you will have to let the things work on you. Okay, which means that it's going to be painful. It's like when you have to build a body, you have to go through the pain. Only then you can get the fruits of a very healthy body, or muscular things, or all. But the problem is people are not willing to pay the price. And when you are not willing to pay the price, you anyways pay the price of being mediocre, which is a very bigger price. Okay, and you pay it with your life, and then you regret one day. Because let me ask you guys, this is something which I learned from Jeff Bezos. So many Jeff Bezos, I hope all of you know the CEO of Amazon. तो उसका एक जगह मैंने एक कोट पढ़ा था, regret minimization framework. So if you have to make any decision whether I should try it or not, he says, when I was to build this company Amazon, start this company, I was in a working in a corporate job. और मेरे बॉस ने मेरे को बोला कि this that you want to sell your products on the internet, that's a very good idea for someone who doesn't has a secure job. You have a secure job. It's not a good thing for you कि आप अपना सब कुछ stake पे लगाओगे और job छोड़ोगे. Just like I left my job and you'll go on the internet and one day you'll become very big. It doesn't sound good for someone who has a secure job. So Jeff Bezos said to himself, you know what, if I don't take this action, what are the chances that when I will be 80 years, I will repent that I did not even tried? And what are the chances that if I tried it and if I failed also, still what are the chances that I will repent my decision of trying it and not succeeding, rather than not even trying? And so he said, the moment I asked this question to myself, it was really clear for me that I'm going to go after this. And once I decided I have to go after this, he said, I never thought about a failure. So I had a lot of obstacles which were in my way, but I did not stopped with those obstacles because he understood certain things. Now I believe he knows all those things which I am sharing with you. Okay, so it's like if I tell you that this thing works, okay, only this thing works, rest all is just minutia, is just maya. So if you believe you will be successful, you can sell anything in the world. Let me ask you, can you literally sell some great products or services on the internet? Yes or no? You believe in that or you don't believe in that? And if you go in with your friends and if you will tell them that you are going to make a very big business one day on the internet, how many of you think your friends will really appreciate this? Okay, let me ask you, do you really think that your friends will really appreciate it? No, they don't want you. They don't want you to be successful, guys, because being mediocre, being failure is is the norm. And so if somebody goes and tells you that one day, it's like if I go and if I tell a seed that one day you will become a very big tree, the seed is not going to agree because the seed doesn't knows his power. Now this is your power, and that's why when you go inside Success Challenge, I show you this program where It's not about what you do. It's about how you do it, how you think about yourself. It's the power of your mind. And that's why I keep coming back to this video. I want you to enjoy this video once again. Okay, so watch this very closely, because the power is in you.
So if the mind, we're going to do this experiment to prove how powerful the mind is.
Yeah, there are many experiments you can do, but we can do the simple one if you
Yeah,
want.
let's do this. Stick with that one.
Okay.
A lot of pressure here. And what does this mean?
Well, why don't you do it? Why don't
Okay.
you do it? Hold this string between your thumb and your forefinger. Just hold it. Rest your elbow comfortably on your thigh.
Oh, boy.
Okay? Yeah, rest it comfortably. I'll hold it still. Now, just while you're holding that still, mentally have the idea it's moving back and forth. Mentally have the idea that it's moving. Okay? Don't worry, it'll start moving, and it'll start moving wider and wider. See, it's already doing that. Okay? In any direction you want. There you are. Now, once it's doing that, just change the idea in your mind that instead of swinging it like that, it's going to start swinging like this in a different direction.
Oh, my
Mentally.
heavens.
See? Now, mentally have the idea that it's going to start making circles. Just mentally have the idea it's going to start making circles. There you are, see? Circles. Now bigger and bigger circles. There you are.
Oh, my heavens.
Okay?
I didn't think I could do it. I was feeling a lot of pressure here.
Okay? Well, listen.
I
Now,
can't believe it's doing it.
yeah. And now have the idea that it's going to reverse the circle. So if it's making
Oh,
circles...
no, I don't know if I can do that.
Just have the idea.
Okay.
Just have the idea.
That it's going to reverse the circle.
Yes. Just keep that idea in your mind. You see, your expectancy determines outcome. And as long as you're not attached to the outcome will be guaranteed.
Okay.
Whenever we fulfill a desire, whatever that desire is, certain things happen. Number one, we expect a certain outcome.
Oh, it just switched.
There you are.
It
See?
just did it.
See?
I can't.
And this is living proof that every cell in your body is eavesdropping on your internal dialogue. And by changing your internal dialogue, you can influence the chemistry, the
Even
fundamental
Sally's impressed. Even
chemistry of
Sally's
every
saying,
cell.
I didn't think you could do it, but you did. Every cell?
Every cell. How would this happen
Now,
otherwise?
see, now this is amazing, because if you can do this with a string,
Right.
it means you can do it with your life.
Yeah, you can do it with anything. You can fulfill any desire in life that you want, because inherent in having the desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. I don't have the same desires as you because nature gave me those desires that nature means to fulfill.
All right, awesome. So now this is how, he's talking. Now he's Deepak Chopra. Okay, if you don't know him, ये बहुत पुराना वीडियो है, आज से 30 साल पुराना. मेरे कहने में नहीं बनाया उसने यार. So it's a 30-year-old video. Now I did not knew about this secret, and so this was a corporate job, boy trading his time for money, spent his entire life, and never knew that you can build a business from the home. So let me ask you, कितने लोग ये मानेंगे कि हाँ, अगर मैं जाके बाजार में आज मार्केट में किसी को बोलूंगा, do you think what percentage of people will believe कि आप घर बैठ के एक बहुत बड़ा successful business बना सकते हो? Let me know percentage. कितने % लोग आपको लगता है कि मानेंगे कि आप घर बैठ के बहुत बड़ा बिजनेस बना सकते हो? नहीं मिस्टर सिल्वा, आप तो बहुत बहुत ज्यादा आपने बता दिया. 10% तो तब होता अगर उनके सामने 10% दिख रहा होता. Not even 1%. Okay, not even 1%. Not even 1%. Because people have never seen this, right? So people have never seen this. And so whatever you have not seen, it's like अगर 500 साल पहले किसी को कहते हैं कि मोबाइल फोन्स होंगे और आप सारी वीडियोस देख सकोगे, पिक्चर्स ले सकोगे, सब कर सकोगे. यार 500 साल क्यों, आज से 40 साल पहले चले जाओ जब वीसीपी वीसीआर होते थे. अगर आप उस वक्त किसी को कहते थे कि तब रात को किराए पे लेके आते थे. इफ यू रिमेंबर, आई डोंट नो, सम ऑफ यू माइट बी वेरी यंग, तो मेरी उम्र आपसे थोड़ी ज्यादा है. तो लोग वीसीपी वीसीआर लेके आते थे किराए पे और पिक्चरें लेके आते थे किराए पे, और पूरी रात जो है ना जगराता चलता था, लोग पिक्चरें देखते थे. anyone who knows this, just like me in the chat box, anyone who witnessed this? तो मेरे घर पे ऐसा ही होता था. एंड सो टुडे वी आर, अगर आप उस वक्त किसी को बोलते हैं कि आने वाले टाइम में, अभी देखो 20 साल के अंदर ये सारी पिक्चरें आपकी जेब में अंदर होंगी, और इतनी होंगी कि आपके पास टाइम नहीं होगा, और जिसको चाहो आप खोल के 1 सेकंड में देख सकोगे. पीपल वुड नॉट बिलीव यू. दे विल से यार ये कैसे हो सकता है, ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. बट टुडे दिस इज रियलिटी. एंड सो अगर पहले आप किसी को कहते थे कि हवाई जहाज बनेंगे, आप उड़ सकते हो, दे वुड नॉट बिलीव दिस. सो टुडे we generate more than what 100-200 leads every day. एंड जिनके पास मान लो, लेट मी आस्क यू, अगर किसी के पास 20 लोगों का स्टाफ है, वो भी अपने बिजनेस के लिए एक दिन में कितनी लीड जनरेट कर सकता होगा? लेट मी नो नंबर इन दी चैट बॉक्स, ओके? किसी के पास 20 लोगों का स्टाफ है, वो एक दिन में अपने बिजनेस के लिए कितनी लीड्स जनरेट कर सकता होगा? एनी नंबर। 20 लोग हैं, 20 सेल्स के लोग हैं, लीड जनरेट करने जाते हैं, कितनी लीड जनरेट कर लेंगे? 80, 100, okay? And so what we do is, we sitting at one place, we can generate thousands of leads just at a click of a button. Do you think there is any competition? 20 लोगों की सैलरी कितनी होगी? 20 इंटू कम से कम 20,000 तो होगी, अगर सेल्स का नौकरी करता है तो, है कि नहीं? हाँ जी, 20 लोगों की 20,000 तो होगी कम से कम। यस, तो इतनी सैलरी उनकी है, इतने में तो हम देखो कहाँ के कहाँ पहुंच जाएंगे। सो अब वो आदमी कभी जीतेगा ही नहीं, एंड एंड ऑफ द डे वो बोले यार मेरा बिजनेस जो है टाइम की वजह से मार खा गया, गवर्नमेंट की वजह से मार खा गया, इसकी वजह से मार खा गया। सो ही विल ऑलवेज लुक आउटसाइड कि दूसरों की वजह से मार खा गया। ही विल नेवर हैव द करेज टू से, टू पॉइंट द फिंगर्स ऑन हिमसेल्फ और हरसेल्फ एंड से कि मेरा बिजनेस मेरी वजह से मार खा गया, बिकॉज आई डिड नॉट अपग्रेडेड माई स्किल्स, आई डिड नॉट चेंज विद द टाइम। एंड दैट इज द स्टोरी विद मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल। It's really funny. मैं आप लोगों के साथ इसलिए इतनी बातें करता हूँ because this is the stuff which will change your life. If you think that knowing that will change your life, nothing is going to happen, because whatever you do, it's going to be just like this. So let me tell you. Let's say this is you, and you have been walking your path, and you reached here, after say so many years of your life. और अगर आपने कुछ नहीं किया, in most likelihood this is where your life is heading towards this. This is your current destiny. Okay, this is your current destiny. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, lovely, thank you. So guys, pay attention. Okay, so now this is how transformation comes. This is how change comes. So think about this. This is you. And then what happens is, if you have to grow in life, this is how growth happens. Okay, I'm just sharing from my experience what I learned. So whenever growth happens, first is you come up across an idea. Okay, a bulb comes to you, an idea that you can do something which will change your life. Okay, you can build a business on the internet, or you can sell some products, or you can become an athlete, or you can do some great stuff. And what happens is, this idea shows you a big picture, that this is how your goal is, and this is what your life will become. Okay, so in our case, let's say this is the this is the dream life we want. Okay, this is the dream life we want for ourselves, for our family, so that we are living on a in the best of the houses, living in the best places. So this is the dream life. Now you have to start with the decision. Okay, so this is the decision. Do you want to reach here or not? And so if you see my PPT, which is the master class, so my aim over here is just to show you, this peak. This is possible, okay? And so many people over here who are not programmed, who are, unconsciously, they are not ready for this. And so they've been programmed by society that, you can't be successful. And so they will give up over here. So this is 80% of the people who will give up. Okay? They think they can't do this. Now, if I was just selling, let's say if I was selling a very good CD of Sunny Leone, which was at a very high discount, this number would have been really close to 60% success rate. I hope you will agree with me. Agree, just type A in the chat box, okay, just for the fun sake, okay? Nothing against Sunny Leone, she also did hard work, okay? She did, it's not easy. So if it's easy, so anybody would be Sunny Leone. So she did that hard work, but it's just about, people, they have a mindset, so most of the people, they will be easily consuming porn, but they will not be building their business. And so what's going to happen is, now let's remove this for a sec. Now, first thing, it starts with the decision. Okay, everything starts with a decision, whether you want to do it or not. And now the decision has to change into determination for you to show some intention towards action. So what happens is most people, they make a decision and they have no determination. And so what happens is within 14 days, we give them an option that if you want to quit, please quit. Okay. And so these are the quitters who go back. And now once they go back, they will only live this life, or even worse, because if you are not growing in life, then you are degrowing. Okay. Because just by the virtue of it, if you are not growing, then you are doing something which is opposite of growth, which is a degrowth. Okay. So then you are degrowing. And which also is shown if you look at the the value of money over a period of time, the value of money goes down. Okay. So even if you make 5% more money next year, you are actually degrowing in terms of real income, because the value of money has deflated. Now I expect you to understand this. Now what happens is, if you determine, okay, now this is the intention. If you determine, now you can, if you're a smart entrepreneur. So most people, they make a determination and they have no skill, they have no clue how to reach there, and they want to do it themselves. Okay, this is most people who start business. This is the guy who starts a business, and आपने देखा होगा बहुत सारे लोग जो फेल होते हैं, and so he wants to reach here because he just had that idea, that light bulb, something will change. So this person takes no expert training, and he wants to do all by himself. Now let me ask you, what are the chances if he takes no training to wahan pahunch jayega? So it's like, if you have to look at Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, अभी कितने सारे लोग क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, एंड इफ यू आर टू जस्ट प्ले क्रिकेट जस्ट लाइक एनीबडी एल्स, इफ यू आर टू लिव जस्ट अ नॉर्मल लाइफ, देन यू वुड बी जस्ट लाइक एनीबडी एल्स, सो यू डोंट नीड एनी स्पेशलाइज्ड ट्रेनिंग. But if you decide that you want to become, like a Sachin Tendulkar, and you want to be the best, do you agree with me that you'll have to take some special training from coach? Because now everything matters. Just type A in the chat box if you agree with me. This is making sense with you, okay? Because now you're going to be there where you need to see how I stand, at what distance I stand, at what angle my head is, what should be my back lift. Now everything has to be crafted, okay? And so what's going to happen is, for the next 2 years to 5 years, you're going to be working on your craft. And then one day you go to play a 2020. And so what happens in that 2020, this is you who comes to bat. And now you make a century, you make 100, and people will say, देखा रिंकू सिंह कितना लकी था, वो आया पिछले आईपीएल में उसने 55 लाख लिए थे, इस बारी जो है 13 करोड़ लेके चला गया. सो वो बड़ा लकी था. And nobody knows that between those 55 lakhs and between this 13 crores, and even before that, there was a long hardship which was going. And so people might assume you to be lucky here, but you will not reach here till the time you have put in that hard work which makes you reach there. Clear? Just type C in the chat box if this is clear. You can write whatever word comes to your mind, okay? And so, when you take this action, if Rinku Singh says that I don't want to go to school, I understood this is not for me, I want to build my career in cricket, all the people in their family, friends, everybody will say, don't do this, at least 10वीं तो कर ले, at least 12वीं तो कर ले, at least graduation तो कर ले, अगर नहीं जॉब मिली या ये तेरा क्रिकेट नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा. But Rinku did not had any such doubt. Sachin Tendulkar, not a पढ़ा लिखा नहीं है, 10वीं भी पास नहीं है, right? And but then he built that. Why? Because they understood this principle, which is the power of subconscious mind. So if you make a determined decision, now there is huge power in this determined decision, because now what's going to happen is, that if I have to be there, I need to work on my skill. And so before, like an idiot entering into a cricket field and scoring 0, you will go back and train and train and train, and then you will make a century. So you will work on your skill. Now, once you have the skill, now is the time to execute. Okay. Now, when you execute, you are going to get a lot of hardships. Universe is going to test you He's going to throw stones at you. And this is the time when most people will quit. This is the time for quitting, okay, for most of the people, because now is the resistance which is coming, which is telling you that nothing is working. And so I want you to take this note today. If nothing is working, it does not mean it is not working. So if it is working for you, you see positive results in the form of money. But if it is not working, it means it is working on you, and you have to become an even better person in order to achieve there. That's the way universe guides you. Okay, so the universe will only put pressure on you if you are really capable of taking that pressure as a sponge. And this is the time to actually work on your craft even more. So when you are not being washed, or when you are being faced by hurdles, this is not the time to give up. So you should never give up on your goals before reaching there. You might quit after reaching here. इसके बाद चाहे जंगलों में चले जाना अगर मस्ती करनी है, okay, चाहे quit करके संन्यास लेना ले लेना, but before you do this, if you quit, this becomes your habit. Have you seen people, मैं अपने मास्टर क्लास में देखता हूँ, more than 80% of the people who start the master class, they don't even complete the master class. एंड मेरे को कई बार कुछ लोग कहते हैं व्हाई डोंट यू कंडक्ट अ लाइव मास्टर क्लास. मैं उनको यही कहता हूँ, यार आई कांट स्टैंड दीज पीपल, ओके, जो कि which will not even stick for the time, because I don't need to, right? So I can actually sell anything in this world, but I only do this like it's like God given mission to me, and that's why that's how I carefully I look at this, and that's how I try to work. पर आपको क्या होगा ना, बहुत सारा यहाँ पे एग्जीक्यूशन करते हो, बहुत सारा प्रेशर आने वाला है. बट पीपल हु विल क्रॉस दिस, bam, this is your good life. Now this is when people will call you lucky, and now everybody wants to know your secret. Now everybody wants to be like you. Now everybody wants to say, I also want this. Okay, how many of you find this useful? Just type you in the chat box. So this is your journey for growth. And so if you decide you have to reach here, all you need to do is make a commitment towards yourself. So you can today, the vehicle can change. Okay, if you want to sell any product, if you want to change the product, if you want to change the service, if you want to change your methodology, if you want to change your presentation, if you want to you can change as many things as you want, but there are few fundamentals which we will not change, which will not change. It's like, so let me ask you, will you always sell to people? Yes or no? Will you always sell to people? Yes or no? Guys, are we still connected? Can you hear me? Okay, so I think there is some delay in the transmission. All right, you will always sell to people, right? And will you agree that people will always want to improve their lives? Yes or no? So all you need to do is ensure, and people will also, if it's a really good product and if it can improve their their life in a good way, so people will pay you. Okay, so people, the higher the impact you will create, the more money they will give you. So money becomes the byproduct of you going out and serving people in the best way, which means when can you serve them in the best possible way, or in the best way? When you become the best. Agree with me or not? Just type A if you agree with me. When you become the best, right? And so in order to become best, you will have to take some programs, learn from people who have already invested into all these things. Now imagine whatever you learned today, so many people who would have joined so many different programs and they still don't know this. And so if you came in and if you learned this today, in one day, you have now covered so much of distance. Now, I hope you will agree with me, if you did not learn this skill, which I shared with you today, and by any chance you missed on this information, your journey to reach there will become even impossible. Yes or no? It will become very difficult. At least you might figure this out, but if this information reaches you after 2 years, this makes your journey difficult. Yes or no? And so that's why you have to work on yourself. If you work on yourself here, Now you see all the things, they will start aligning just like the colors of the rainbow. So first is you become, you make a decision to become successful. So you have a decision, and the decision creates determination. And now you will improve on your skills. And so improved skills will help you more better execution. Because you have put in the work, this will give you persistence. And now because you know automation, this will give you scaling. And because you know business, this will give you profits. And because you will make profits, this will give you a good life. Bam. It's so simple. Yet people miss this. And so when people come and they just want this, that's why if you see my PPT, it says it's only for people who are willing to learn, because I can only, because they don't understand that even if you are not willing to learn, you would be running the same ad just as me. Okay, you would be running just the same ad as me. My conversions would be here, yours would be here. I don't know why, but that's like the how this universe works. So what energy you put out is what you will attract towards you. And so if you are just curious about money without even learning, guess what? You will only attract those kind of people. And those people who are not ready to learn, they will not grow, and they will not have the understanding how life works. And so they want everything immediate. So I don't serve Maggie. Okay, so nothing is going to happen over here. So they need to understand that it's a process. But the moment they are ready to put in the effort, now the universe comes into action. It's like they believe, they want to do it. They have their thought, they have their emotion, and they have their action in alignment. And that's why I always tell people, if you want to build your business with me, I do these classes on Mondays and Fridays so that we can connect, and we remain in sync, and you keep on growing. And so people who do this, they see they see everything going up for them. Okay, they see everything going up for them, and they are the ones who actually keep improving and changing their life. So it's going to be hard. It's not complicated. It's very simple, but it's not easy. It's hard. But if you look very carefully, it's not really hard as well. Okay, so things which appear to be hard, they are not really hard. It's this hard and easy is just our making. So लेट्स से अगर मैं अभी किसी को बोलूंगा कि फेसबुक पे आधा घंटा बिताना है, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू विल एग्री कि दिस इज इजी? जस्ट टाइप ई इन द चैट बॉक्स. ओके, अगर मैं किसी को बोलूंगा, मैं थर्ड पर्सन की बात कर रहा हूं. ओके, जस्ट टाइप ई इन द चैट बॉक्स. अगर मैं किसी को बोलूंगा कि आधा घंटा फेसबुक देखना है, तो दे विल से दिस इज इजी. जस्ट टाइप ई. बट अब अगर मैं किसी को बोलूंगा कि आपको जाके आधा घंटा एक बुक पढ़नी है, या एक वीडियो देखना है, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल वीडियो देखना है, या अपनी इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग की बात करनी है, या अपना जाके आधा घंटा आपको वीडियो के सामने मोबाइल निकाल के अपना वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करना है, how many of you believe that this is going to be difficult? Just type, for most of the people, just type D in the chat box. It's going to be difficult. Okay. And if we were to just divide people, कितने परसेंट लोग हैं जो कहेंगे कि ये डिफिकल्ट है? Just put a percentage. What do you think? 80, 90, 95, whatever percentage you feel. कितने परसेंट लोगों को वो सेकंड वाला ऑप्शन डिफिकल्ट लगेगा? यहाँ बुक पढ़नी पड़ेगी, किताब करनी पड़ेगी, ये करना पड़ेगा, रिकॉर्डिंग करने को कह रहे हैं, ये कह रहे हैं, वो कह रहे हैं. Guys, you can share whatever percentage you feel like. It's not about whatever you have whatever happened in the past. We can only change the past in present, and there is no future. Okay, future is what you will create. And so if you say 60 or 80, then you are just being modest. Okay, because if I know this from my experience. Okay, and it's really hard to put in the hard work, and only 5% people they can do it. And so if you make a decision to be in those 5%, you will literally have no competition. Competition कहाँ है यार? सचिन तेंदुलकर को थोड़ी competition है, अमिताभ बच्चन को, अक्षय कुमार को, इनको थोड़ी competition है. वो अजय देवगन की भी पिक्चर रिलीज हो रही है, कार्तिक आर्यन की भी रिलीज हो रही है, दोनों की हिट हो रही है, उनको थोड़ी कंपटीशन है. कंपटीशन तो नीचे है, जहां पे वो हर रोज रिज्यूमे लेके हजारों लोग पहुंच रहे हैं कि एक नौकरी दे दो बस किसी तरीके से. एंड दोज गाइज दे डोंट इवन नो दैट मेकिंग मनी इज वेरी सिंपल. ऑल यू नीड टू डू इज सेल समथिंग, बट दे डोंट नो हाउ टू सेल. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. They will only go there and say कि अच्छा बोलो मुझे करना क्या है. They are willing to stand 12 hours on 2 feet and serve water, but they are not willing to learn and change their life. And that's the fact of life. So it's not really difficult. अगर आप देखोगे, अब अगर मैं बोलूँ वो डिफिकल्ट, जिन चीज़ों को आपने डिफिकल्ट लिखा था, एक्चुअल में क्या डिफिकल्ट है उसमें? बुक पढ़ने में क्या डिफिकल्ट है? एक वीडियो अपना रिकॉर्ड करने में क्या डिफिकल्ट है? एक अच्छा मोटिवेशनल वीडियो या एक अच्छा लर्निंग का कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट सीखने में क्या डिफिकल्ट है? यू आर विद मी फॉर पास्ट व्हाट मोर देन 2 years नाउ, 2 hours नाउ. कितने लोगों को लगता है आज का सेशन वाज इजी और डिफिकल्ट? Just let me know in the chat box. Can everybody please participate? Just as an appreciation of me putting in the value in front of you. मैं भी 2 घंटे से बोल रहा हूँ यार. Can you just type in कि आज वाला easy था या difficult था? So the reason is, when the moment you put in your heart or you put in your attention at something, my friend, it becomes easy for you. See, whatever you do willingly becomes easy, and whatever you do forcefully, that becomes difficult. Now, if you willingly decide that I want to work on my business, it becomes easy. If you willingly decide that I want to go out and run 1 kilometer every day, it becomes easy. But if you are forced by someone and you decide not to do it, it's like it's going to be a really hell in a cell. Okay, so it's a war then between yourself. So then it's going to be really painful. And so your battle is not outside. I always tell people there is nothing outside to be worried about. If you have a power, let me ask you, somebody tells me कि यार मेरे को, मैं ये business करूंगा, मेरे को returns नहीं आए. So I just tell them, so look at me. If I go and I stand in front of any company, any CEO, any entrepreneur, and I tell them that I'll get you leads and I'll get you sales, and I don't need your 20 people also, and I'll do it all by alone by myself, and I will increase your sales, and I'll show you how it can be done every single time. Do you think that guy will say no to me? I mean, रखेगा मेरे को या नहीं रखेगा? Just let me know your thoughts यार. अगर मैं किसी को जाके बोलूंगा कि मेरे को ये सब आता है, he will keep me or not? So your problem then, so your problem is never the job. So job is never the issue. You fear security or insecurity is because you have right now, maybe if you feel that, you need to work on this. And so when you work on this, so मिस्टर ग्रेगरी, अभी तो कोई पैदा नहीं हुआ, हमारे को मना कर दे. अगर हम किसी के पास जाएंगे, हम उसकी कंपनी हिला देंगे मेरी जान. All right, so if you work on yourself, it's going to take time. Every good thing takes time, but you have to work in silence so that when you become successful, it will be among the masses. So you work in silence and you enjoy in masses. That's how life works. So when Rinku Singh was working, he was working in silence. When he's successful among the world. So you enjoy in the world, but for that, you need to be working in silence. And I hope we can do this. It's really easy and it is really fun, because once you become a new version of yourself, the world will see. And then what's going to happen is, once you reach here, bam, you see a new goal, and then you will aim here. So you make another decision. Okay, then you come up with another decision. And now this time you need more skills because your target has changed. And then you again execute. And then you again face troubles. But this time you are a different man. And so this trouble won't last long and you reach there. Okay, lovely, amazing. So, did you really love the session today? Did you enjoy it? Just type E in the chat box if you really enjoyed it, or you can type whatever you want, yeah, right? Okay, any questions? Any questions for the day, my friend? Okay, cool. So, I hope you guys are now having some idea about automation and how everything is going to work. So this is also part of your automation. So you, all of us, we have this automatic behavior system. So whenever something happens, our our subconscious mind comes into action, and you know uh, uh, okay, I don't know what you are saying, Mr. Ashish. Where we leading to go? मैं समझा नहीं आपकी बात. If you could just explain. And so hota kya hai, whenever you face through any situation, you have to make a decision. So your decision is decided by your behaviors and your patterns. So once you become aware of this, that's also your automatic mechanism. So if you face a problem, and so if your automatic mechanism is that I have to overcome this, you'll start looking for how to overcome it. If you are if it's like most of the cases, whenever they see a problem, they look for escape, how to run back. That's how our brains are wired for safety. And there is nothing as such which is difficult. Okay, I hope I don't know, Ashish, आपने क्या पूछा है, या तो आप दोबारा पूछ लो so that I can answer you. But otherwise I don't know that. And so okay. Okay, so if you are inside our program, so then you will see this inside Zoom lives. तो हमारे Zoom के जो live sessions होते हैं वहाँ पड़े होते हैं, Amit. I don't know whether you are inside or you just joined us today, because we also invite people as as guests. So if you are inside, you will find them in Zoom lives inside the course. Okay. Why can't you ask everyone, sir, to share their thoughts on inner circle masterclass on ads, comments? Just an idea. Okay, I don't know. Kundan, क्या है आपका proposal? You can talk to me. I don't know आप क्या कह रहे हो, आशीष. It's an upsell. हमारे यहाँ तो सिर्फ एक ही सेल है जो कि पहले सक्सेस चैलेंज की है. एंड इफ पीपल वांट टू एग्जीक्यूट, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इज वी टीच पीपल हाउ टू सेल ऑन द इंटरनेट. Now once you know how to sell on the internet, you anyways need a product. Okay, and so if you don't have a product, we allow you to partner with us and sell our training so that we can help more people who want to learn how to sell. And okay, so community members are not there inside the masterclass. Masterclass is anyways a recorded session, वो वहीं चल रहा होगा. But Kundan, we'll just think of it कि हम कैसे इसको उसके साथ include कर सकते हैं. Uh, anyways, we are going to do a lot of more things. So Kundan, मैं आपको एक चीज बताता हूँ. So first of all, I believe all of you know that leads are always tagged to you for lifetime, and you will make commissions for life. So there is जो आज नहीं माने वो कल भी मानेंगे. And it's just ये सब पेस ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है. And so when the day you will start getting a lot of results, you will see lot of conversions happening. And अभी हम बहुत सारे और funnels पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, just like these funnels. And so it's just a matter of time. You'll see बहुत सारे लोगों का जो है ना the day they will start noticing us, their distraction will be gone. Okay, we'll show them. Once we just convince them and we'll just show them that you can be rich if you just put in the right efforts. I believe people want to be rich. Okay, and once they are convinced that they can, they will take action. For people who believe that they can't be rich, they are not the ones with whom we would also want to work with. Okay, I that's why I'm very clear on my stance that people who really want to make a difference will do this. And मेरा और भी बहुत सारे plans हैं. जब मैं कम्युनिटी स्टार्ट कर रहा था, आई वॉज थिंकिंग हाउ आई कैन एक्चुअली बिल्ड अ कम्युनिटी जहाँ बहुत सारे लोग एक साथ होंगे. इट्स लाइक अगर हम जिस दिन हम हजारों लोग एक साथ होंगे ना, उस दिन मैं आपको रियल पावर और अलग से दिखाऊंगा. व्हाट वी विल डू इज वी विल, व्हेन पीपल आर मेकिंग मनी, वी विल पुट इन सम contribution, and then we will start different businesses. It's like we having the best sales acumen, and then we are entering into different businesses, and then we will start capturing those businesses one by one, which means that अगर 1000 लोग मिलके अगर 1-1 लाख भी डालते हैं तो वो 10 करोड़ हो जाता है. ओके, और 10 करोड़ में बहुत पावर होती है. ओके, देन you can play a lot of things and you can do a lot of things. So that's how the bigger vision is. God knows कितनी जल्दी वहां पहुंचेंगे, कितने टाइम में. बट एक चीज है, I am also open at promoting some of the other good products and services if we find them, which will give huge margins to our people. We are always on the look for that, and if I find that, I will also share those with you so that you can run ads and make money with them. All right, great guys. Thank you, and thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you learned it. I hope you will use it. And so, cheers, God bless. I'll just play the theme video of our community and we will call it a day. So, love you guys. Bye bye. Okay, so let's enjoy this and call this a day. Bye.